Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. It's us. You're all such beautiful people. Hello, Mercury. Hello, hello. Hello, Medley. Hello, hello. I know if you're at work, it's okay. I know we're a little bit later than we normally are. I am doing something correctly. No, never. Nothing. Nothing is correct. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Yes, I know. I say words. I say thoughts, words, feelings, and maybe, sometimes, but not all the time, things. Let me quote. And laugh.
Oh, that's so interesting.
What?
When you don't start with a thumbnail, the link doesn't have a thumbnail.
That's weird because I have a thumbnail on the link. I don't know
Now
why.
You do. Did you do it when you started?
I just linked it to Discord and it did not show up.
That's weird because it has a thumbnail.
It had a when I was
failed.
loading it up. When I was loading it up, it didn't have one. It had a one of the temporary
That's
placeholder
weird.
ones.
I have it's this. The backdrop is
Yeah.
the thumbnail.
Weird.
That's
Either way.
weird. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Yo, teacher had me run, so I got 40 minutes of spare time. Cry. Hey, guess what, Eric? It's all good. It's all good. Hello, hello, everybody. It had one before. It started weirdly enough. Okay, so, like, it has one. It doesn't have one. I love that. Hello, hello. It's so nice to have everybody here. You're all beautiful people. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna sing this song, 'cause we're starting. We're sloppy, toppy. I should change where the chat is located. I should sing happy. Is it somebody's birthday? Is it somebody's birthday?
It's somebody's birthday every day. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I'm asking Twilight if it's either her birthday or somebody's birthday. You see, it's your daughter's birthday? Okay, Twilight. Is the phone near your daughter? Or your computer? Or whatever headsets you're using? I don't know if you use a phone.
Put the child on the phone.
Put the child on the phone. Yes. It's all. Oh yes, it is also my dog's birthday. It's Cloudy and Mai's baby's birthday as well. Hello, child. Hello, sweetheart. I'm gonna sing for you because mommy is a very good friend of mine. Okay. I'm gonna mute the other two weirdos. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hello, hooray!
Happy
Blushing!
birthday.
Hello, happy birthday!
Now do it again in Italian.
I could do it in Spanish. I don't know
Oh,
what-
that's not Italian.
Hello, hello, Louis. What's going on? What's on the block today? So we're just gonna be going over a little bit.
Interesting development of kind of This one's not weird. It's just things have changed from when we planned this one.
Well, you're welcome. Tell your daughter that she's very welcome. Yeah, things have changed since we So we were gonna cover the Raymundo YouTube sloppy toppy. YouTube's got a slop problem video. But he took it down.
We were gonna cover his sloppy toppy.
We were gonna cover that sloppy toppy, chat. Slurpa derp derp. But no, we were gonna cover that video. However, the YouTuber in question, Raymundo2112, has taken down the video. And him, this copyrights over the birthday. I mean,
we knew that. This isn't monetized.
This isn't monetized, and I can just cut the beginning out of the video. It's almost like I can do that.
Stream doesn't start till we say so.
Yeah, stream doesn't start until I say it does. What? It's all good. Let me pull up the tweets. Let me pull up the tweets. Let me pull them up. Let me pull them up. Hey, let me pull them up. 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 Hey, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. There was a moment we almost had it, chat, but shush. I'm not even gonna be that mean. So I did debate reacting to the video proper. It was a debate. But I think because the YouTuber in question has retracted some parts of the tweet itself, I just want to give them a little bit of grace. So I'm gonna. Oh, this has a nice little read feature. I didn't know that. That's weird. Oh, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day. All right. We're going to go to Talk Watch. I keep pressing the wrong button. And it's not capturing the right window. Is it capturing the right window? There we go. So, we were going to cover this video by Raymundo2122. It's the video that everyone's kind of been reacting to. The YouTube has a slop problem. As of today, Raymundo has, we'll just do it. We'll do it this way. As of today, Raymundo has taken down the video, and he did make a statement. I'll read the statement. I know, Greg, you had some thoughts on the videos itself. Yeah. And we'll kind of go over it. I didn't watch all of the video. I've seen bits and pieces, and I have my own thoughts. So Raymundo says, "Hey everybody, I decided to remove the slop video as I feel it wasn't up to the standards that I set for myself. I think there was a solid concept, but my research and writing fell flat. And for that, I apologize. People provided some really good criticism." And then this is probably under the tweet, the way this reading is. "As I've seen, and I've seen where I could have been more thorough. I've learned a valuable lesson and will be far more diligent going forward." So, Greg, take the floor. You actually have seen a little bit more of the video than I have. I have my own thoughts on it, but you go.
I mean, if anybody saw it, they'll probably get the gist of what he's talking about. And there's also he had that interview with
Lyrics
too,
and then he also did a
to...
Chud interview as well, from what I understand.
Oh, I didn't know that. Just pretty much like not fun, or like kind of fundamentally misunderstanding the concept of like the drama or the commentary news cycle, quote unquote, type of thing. Like individual has a video, commentary channels have a react or a response or a watch stream. It gets segmented out into like digestible bites for like highlight, and clips, things like that, and then so on. And that's just kind of how it goes, so that it gets like segmented down. His arguments were kind of like, well, there's already topics that are being discussed, especially in sensitive topics. Why does everybody need to have put in their 2 cents of it? And kind of like misunderstanding that the whole point of like streaming and like Twitch streaming is like getting, and YouTube streaming is like getting your streamers like perspective and worldview and takes on these events as they've occurred, and how, if they have any interactions with the individuals or have any other additional information to add into the dialogue. A lot of people won't cover everything, but there's a lot of people that do cover a vast majority of things because they're just knowledgeable on the topics, or maybe they want to make a quick buck. But you know, it's YouTube. Everyone's trying to make $1. That's just that's the game.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to make $1. Guys, we're trying to make $1. If you see the donations, you can donate to the Sloppy Toppy Fund. If you want to donate, you just click on the HTTP on the whatever, what is this, the pinned comment. 07's in the chat, thank you very much. Hey, K-Huck, how you doing? But yeah, you can click on Sloppy Toppy.
I want to make literally $1. Oh.
Yeah, $1 Sloppy Toppy. From Q, not from me. You pay more for me.
From me, yeah.
Premium.
Yeah, I'm the premium slop. That's just how it works. But one of the things that when I was looking at the video, and I was also looking at the lyrics stream and interview, aside from the fact that he was very poorly, the video was very poorly researched. And
it seemed like he had the end in mind, and then he put the video together.
Yeah. So that's what I was about to say. Was one of the things that I think is a really good comparison when looking at this video for those who don't remember. If you guys remember the In Praise of Shadows video, I think that this is a really interesting comparison because a lot of times people have a really good thesis statement. Because the thesis statement of YouTube has a slop problem is very evocative. It's very interesting. However, I think one of the issues with Raymundo's video was really an actual issue with how he felt about a community and the way content is formed versus what the actual issue was, right? So if you're going to comment about the derivative nature of, let's say, streaming content or drama content, one of the things you should look at is who are the people that are engaging with this content. One of the things that he incorrectly stated was that it's a bunch of young people who love drama. YouTube has become a very weird place, and specifically the streaming aspect of it. And it's... I know for our demographic, I know for some other channels' demographics, our demographics are older. We skew older. I like catering to an older demographic and an older audience because that's who I'm talking to. You know, if I'm giving somebody, or if we're giving somebody insight through life experience or through our own individual expertise, whether it's on the internet or in our professional lives and how it bleeds over to the content that we create, that's just how people create content. And
I'm old as fuck. I like this.
but that's one of the things, right? You could be old as fuck and like this. And one of the other things too is, not for nothing, but this type of content existed far before the internet. It existed far before the dawn of the internet because tabloid press, as well as just news media in general, has existed for a very long time. Some would say hundreds of years. If you think that people were not covering the day-to-day slop in their own lives or publishing topics on, I mean, perfect example, Dante's Inferno. I don't know if anybody knows some
the
of
video game.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah, right?
Who fucking made that video game? Was it
EA? Not by
no.
I think it was
EA. It was EA.
Was it EA? Because I think
who made it. Hold on.
EA published it.
So EA published it. So for those who don't know about Dante Alighieri, I believe was his last name, the whole thing about Dante's Inferno, yes, it's a Catholic self-insert fan fiction, but technically,
literally,
it's not even Catholic self-insert fan fiction. It's a Catholic self-insert twit longer. because he was yes, exactly. It's gossiping. Essentially what was happening was a lot of the poets that were being like strung up in the different rings of hell, and when he would reference specific poets or specific artists that were around that time frame outside of like masterwork contemporaries that he would compare himself to, there were the individuals in his social circle. Oh, that K-Huck with $20.
What?
What? K-Hawk.
Thank
Very kind
you,
of you. Very kind of you.
Falgi. That spells Falgi. Thank you so much, K-Huck. But no, yeah, Windagoon does a really, really good video on it if you guys want to watch it. But essentially, Dante's Inferno was ye old drama content. Now today we view it as a piece of modern poetry, of modern literature.
Look, I just remember fighting the lust demon, and if you know, you know.
Listen, I have like
If
secret.
you know, you know.
I have secret lore that involves Dante's Inferno, the story that maybe one day I'll discuss.
Belgi's trying to say he fights the lust demon every night, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
no,
bro.
no. I made a student film using the story because
video
I didn't want to
game?
write a book report.
Okay.
With the lust demon.
I had friends. So my friends and I had a English teacher in high school, and I did not, and I mean did not, want to do this with the people who were actively in my class. But she had my best friends at the time in her end of the day class. So I propositioned my teacher and I said, "I'll work with them and I'll make you a movie so I don't have to write a paper."
You propositioned someone?
Oh, dog. I
Propositioned someone.
this has been ongoing for a very long time.
Kind of hot, like.
No, my teacher was married. No, guys. No, she was actually really, really nice. She was engaged and then got married while she was teaching. Very, very nice lady. I hope she's doing well. But yeah, like some of Shakespearean tragedies tend to be like gossip pieces and things like that. So writers drew from their own experience. It's the same thing with drama content. We could still do that. It's still entertainment. And I saw something from Axis that I did really want to point out. Axis said his video makes the assertion that people shouldn't be talking about a thing just because other people are talking about that thing. He ruined his own point by bringing that up on stream with clips. That was something that was really interesting, and I wanted to get to the heart of. Content exists in many different forms. What I kind of felt, and it was something very similar with the In Praise of Shadows video, which is why I think of it, was the thesis statement, the idea was a vehicle to complain about the current state of content creation. And I really don't think that that's a good way of going about it. Q, you were saying?
It sounded more to me like he had a specific axe to grind against a specific person.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that was like that's his end goal.
Like he had an
needed to
issue
build
with
it up.
that moon guy.
Yeah.
So what was the end of the video? Because I actually don't know. I only watched like I probably watched like the first 20 minutes before it got taken down. Was there?
I'm trying to remember. I just watched it last night. I'm trying
really
to remember.
I want to say. Go ahead, Greg.
No, his point was like meandering over time, but I remember it, like the final point was just like a quality over quantity like type of message.
Yeah. Well, that was, and that's what I was about to say.
He was moralizing. Like Diesel has a better, not better, but he has another word for it. I'm not going to say it here. If you know, you know. But he was.
You could say it.
He was no. I'm not using my tactical F slur until.
Oh.
How does that work? What are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta use it sometime. No, but I get what you're saying. Like, the reality is that you're making content. Part of it is for money. Part of it is for fun. Listen, I like this hobby, but I'm not good at, like, if the hobby didn't pay at a certain degree, it'd be very hard to continue to do this. Why is Diesel using it? Shaking my head. Sweetie, we know why Diesel's using it. He just doesn't want to admit that he has the bisexual lighting just off screen. Because it's like once you pull it on into frame, you can never bring it back. Yeah, and one of the things is I know that Raymundo, I think, also spoke with Chud as well as Lyrics. And one of the things that he struggled with those interviews, and he even admits clearly in this statement, was that he didn't really have all of the facts present when he was reviewing a lot of drama. Specifically, when he spoke with Lyrics, he talked about the Bo Blacks drama, completely missing the point that the reason that a lot of people were mad about Bo Blacks was because of the shady shit he would do behind the scenes and then hide behind self-imposed, quote-unquote, mental health concerns. And that is not a way to go through it. And again, commentary in and of itself, whether you're Jay Aubrey, that gamer from Mars, or us, you're still at a specific degree punching down, quote unquote, or punching up. I don't really care if you do something stupid, you get hit. That's just how it works. You put yourself on the internet, you open yourself up to criticism. I know one day we're gonna piss somebody off. They're gonna
We do it now.
We haven't pissed anybody off yet. I don't.
Okay.
Okay, who have we pissed off?
You pissed me off
I piss you off every
day
day because you won't fucking love me the way I love you.
Oh my god.
That's no. You're not getting away from this. If you wanna come at me, I love you, and you don't love me at the same capacity, level, or anything. Okay, Crisp. Scarlet, yes and no. Scarlet was never really mad. He just got caught. Even Cloudy said Scarlet. Wow, Cloudy, you mentioned his name. I don't make mods angry. I love all my mods. 'Cause they're
Equally.
my friends. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, I mean. Okay, that's okay, so I can't I know, Cloudy, I get it. I know, it's different, but shush. But no. It's one of those things where I don't think that he really understood how to construct the video. And that was the same thing with the In Praise of Shadows video that I did not like. The first, I want to say like, it was the first like 80% was fine. And then the 20% that was just bashing Windigoon made no sense. It was like, oh, you created this video just to bash this guy. That's really fucking weird. That's really fucking weird. And that's what it felt like with this was, he talked about kind of the derivative nature of specific types of content and live streaming, specifically when it comes to commentary, or as I lovingly call DramaTube, dramentary, but then specifically try to pick out channels. And I thought that was very, very childish. And not only that, but just, which he clearly identifies that it was not a well-constructed video. Which, you know what? I give him major props. I was going to tear the video apart. I was going to try to find it and fucking rip through it. But I can respect somebody who recognizes his own faults and is like, nope, we're going to work through this. I don't know, Greg, if you have any more thoughts on it.
He did say something that I did agree with. That was like something to the effect of like how much how many videos can you milk out of like a single update or a single topic that has X amount of updates? You see it like in TikTok, like drama TikTokers or whatever, or true crime, whatever, where they'll talk about a thing and then they'll a weekday, whatever down the line when there's more information that comes up, big or small, they will re-explain the entire situation, and then the last 10% is with like an additional here's the update, and then it's like you end up getting 10 minutes worth of that for ad rev, whatever it is on YouTube or whatever it is on TikTok. And that I do agree with. Like, you could say the points if there's big major updates, addendums, that's something that could be addressed separately. But to do like I don't know, 8 minutes, 10 minutes just on a single tweet on an update, while 7 minutes of it is recapping everything that you talked about in your last stream or last video. That seems a bit unnecessary, but
Mm-hmm.
that's also not the content that I exclusively consider that I would
Yeah.
partake in.
I mean,
Consume. I can think the word consume.
consume. Are you gonna consume everything?
Consume content.
Consume content. Chat. Consume. But I think that you do bring up an interesting point that, okay, I like true crime. I don't know if anybody else likes true crime. Chat, here's a question for you. Do you know who Sarah Boone is? If you know who Sarah Boone is, you exactly know what I'm going to talk about.
I don't know Sarah Boone.
So Sarah Boone,
I think I've heard the name.
It sounds familiar, but I think I've just heard the first name and the last name separate.
So Sarah Boone, we will eventually do an entire stream on Sarah Boone. Rena and I have talked about it. I really want to because I think it's hilarious. Yeah, so she stuffed her boyfriend in a suitcase and he died.
Oh,
And
that
she
girl,
took-
that
that's the,
girl.
And she took a
Yeah.
video of it, and there's like a whole thing. She's been arrested since about 2020, 2021. She's now finally going to trial. Yes, I just watched the video of her on the stand. Same. And there has been
We did talk
so
about that,
many videos on her. Because, and here's the thing, she fucking went through like 11, 12 lawyers because she went through 8 different attorneys.
Yeah.
That kind of content and that kind of update, while slow, Law and Crime does that, and I actually don't like how Law and Crime does it. This is not me like being mean to that channel. I just don't like that they do that exact thing. It'll be like a 12-minute video. First 5 minutes is re-explaining everything, then a minute ad, and then the update.
Crazy.
I literally just can't stand it. So I don't watch them. There's another true crime channel that I watch. I think it's called Dreading. Dreading will go over it. But that is like in true crime, that happens. It's very derivative. And it can be annoying. But then you also, if content isn't made for you, you do not need to watch it. That's always been my issue with content creators that are like, you shouldn't be watching this thing. This thing is disgusting. Why are you engaging in it? It's different if it's a Jack Doherty or any of the X number of kick streamers that do pornographic content or do like outrage content for no reason, or you know, have their their bodyguards beat on random people that they're assaulting. Like that kind of shit is abhorrent. But if you're just saying, but I don't like that this content exists, or I don't like the way this content exists, why? You are also becoming part of that cycle when you're creating a video on it. So if you're going to do that, then you have to recognize that your own personal bias allows you to create a video on it, which is perfectly fine, but you have to recognize that you're a part of the content cycle at that point. And that's always been something I don't like about these videos, and that would have been something I would have said about Raymundo's video before he took it down. It felt like he was above it all. And
it was moral posturing.
Yeah.
That's how I read it.
Yeah, it was moral posturing. He felt like he was above it all. And you can't talk like that if you're going to be a part of the content cycle. It's something that I appreciate with like a Jay Aubrey or The Right Opinion. Those creators, they do such like heavy detail work, especially on the subjects that they look at. And I do like the way that they get into it, but they also recognize what type of channels they are. You know, they are commentary, documentary style channels, but they still put their own opinions and spins on some of the information presented. And they challenge their audience to not listen to them as well. And I think that was the thing. It's take my word for it. I know better than that audience and your audience. Yes, Swoop also does a really good job with it as well. And that's the thing.
Yes,
It's like,
please don't listen to us.
yeah, it's don't listen to them. When people create content of don't listen to them, listen to me instead, I'm very leery on it. Very, very leery. But yeah, I mean, Greg, any final thoughts before we kind of move on to some of the fun, sloppy toppy drama wama?
You notice I never asked for my thoughts.
I'm gonna ask for your thoughts right now.
Yeah,
Q.
you're next up. You got
Literally, you guys are like, Greg's profile's in the middle of the screen, and then you're next to Greg. You're closer to the subscriber stuff.
I don't believe that.
What do you mean, Falgi never? What do you mean, sloppy toppy drama wama? Have you not seen the title of the YouTube video as well as what it says to donate? You're donating to sloppy toppy. Go on.
So my final thoughts. I wish he would have taken the video down tomorrow. Like, I would have loved to have watched it with you guys just to see his points in full, because I don't remember everything off the top of my head from watching it last night. Everyone has the right to change their mind. Everyone has the right to not feel okay with the stuff that they're producing and the and what they're saying, if that's not what's representative of what they're trying to say, type of thing. If you take it down, that's cool. If it helps them sleep at night, that's fine.
Yeah.
If it's not a strong take that he has, sure, whatever. But I'm pretty sure the next time he has another like video like that, if there is another video like this, people point out to this other take that he has, and I wonder if that's going to be the cycle of he has a take that he thinks is like a blanket white take that everybody would agree with him on. People call him out on it. He deletes the video. I don't know. But
I think that the next video that he would do, and he doesn't have to listen, I would do a very safe video. Just doing and I actually mean this in the kindest way possible. Do a very safe video on a topic that everyone can kind of agree upon, that you see a lot of like groundswell behind it. Fucking do a Lunchify video. I don't give a fuck. But like, do a video that is like a slam dunk, because the next time you upload, people are gonna look at you and they're gonna see how you react to that upload. Do you take it down? Will you get interviewed again? All of these things. Gotta be very, very careful. Q, what are your thoughts?
I just want to know why it bothers him, or why it bothers anyone who makes the assertion of, well, commentary content, reaction content is bad. Commentary content shouldn't exist. Okay, how does it affect your life? What impact is it having upon you specifically as a person? Like, is it just because that you don't like what people say? Is it because you think people are being too mean? Like, I want to know specifically the reason that you think this content doesn't exist, and why shouldn't it exist? And that's kind of what I look upon when I see this video. Is this is a guy who is just annoyed that, and commentary, can it be considered lazy and low effort? Sure. Like, it doesn't take a lot of effort to, fire up a stream and then just gives your thoughts on something. Is that all commentary? No, it's not. Like, some actually put up videos, and you can make, whatever opinion you want on those videos. But to say that it shouldn't exist, or it doesn't add value, and I'm like, how much of YouTube or media doesn't create value, or what you would dictate as not creating value? And so I just feel like at the end, in its core, it's just a way of saying, I don't like this because it disagrees with my personal internal narrative or worldview, and I don't like that. That's how I read it.
I think, if I'm gonna be honest, I mean, this is, I can only speak for us, and I'll speak for myself. Live streaming like this is fucking lazy, and I fucking love it. I'll be very real. I don't know how to edit videos. I don't have time to edit videos. I go to school full time. I work full time. So like live streaming has become the great equalizer when doing content, when creating content. And I think that that's really part of it too, is that anybody can fire up anyone can fire up a computer if they have the ability to. Anybody can purchase if they have the money, the 1 gigabit internet to do all this thing. You know, download the programs, watch the 20-minute YouTube video I watched to fucking equalize the audio. That's actually not true. I spent like 4 hours fixing this audio one day because it pissed me off. It still does, but that's an aside. But I think more so it's what you want to see from the content you engage in. And I do think that a lot of people aggrandize and have nostalgia for old YouTube. Like things like Epic Mealtime and Niga Higa videos and things like that. But at the same time, like Epic Mealtime, they not all of them were cooking. It was the talent and the people they hired behind them, you know, and those videos would, at a certain point, those videos could even be considered low effort content. It's just eating terrible foods. That's all you're doing.
It's eating a lot of food.
Yeah, you're eating a lot of calories. I don't think that it's low effort. I actually, you know, I don't think that it's low effort. I would have never really looked at it. I think that's the thing too. We reached the real zenith point, in my opinion, on what is YouTube effort. Like, what is effortful on YouTube and what is affordable in content creation on YouTube. If you're gonna complain that YouTube has created or has become low effort content, look at the way the algorithm works. The algorithm is a really weird thing nowadays. Even though it really incentivizes watch time hours and things like that, you know, some channels do struggle without a Patreon or other revenue sources to go 6 months into a deep dive for a 2-hour video that, yeah, their entire audience is going to sit through it, but it hurts your channel because you're not creating a constant upload over a period of time. And I think that's what it is that even if a certain opinion is there, it doesn't mean that necessarily the opinion is valid or based in truth. And I think that that's what it was, is that it was a kind of a bitterness towards the way content creation comes out today. Because I looked at Raymundo's channel, I mean, you can consider it a drama channel in a certain regard. It was really just focused on live stream drama content. And I thought that that was a really weird thing to do because live streaming is a really great equalizer. Are you going to call gaming streamers lazy? No. I would never do that. Because even if they've been streaming for years, even if they've been gaming for years, they're still putting effort into their content. They're still reacting. They're still playing the games. They're still talking over the games. Shit, they put in more fucking effort than I do. I just look at the chat and look at my screens. That's all I really do. So, you know, we do research, but that's okay. And I think that that's the thing too, is that people want to hear not only just similar opinions, but sometimes opinions that challenge them. And that's perfectly fine.
Do I think that people who follow commentary, they follow specific commentary channels because they want their opinions and beliefs to be validated? Yes,
Yeah.
I do think that.
But that's
I think
everything,
that a lot
though.
of people do that. Yeah, it's everything. Does that make you a lesser or worse person? No, absolutely not. Nor
Yeah.
should it. It's okay to have your beliefs shared with people who share those same beliefs. Just as much as it's okay to watch someone else that you don't agree with, just so you can have
Mm-hmm.
a different perspective to give you a way or an ability to look at things you wouldn't normally look at otherwise.
I think that's exactly it, is that sometimes people want to listen to the content that they want to hear about. And sometimes they just find, oh, Anonymous just shipped 420.
Thanks, Anonymous.
Hold up.
I'll let that. Yeah, let that play.
Weird comparison, but modern YouTube is lazy. Point reminds me so much of the people who say modern Pokemon design is lazy, as you can look back, as if you can't look back and see Gen 1 had a purple snake whose name is Snake backwards. Anonymous, that is 100% true. I won't necessarily blame Japan for that one, since that is purely
That's localization.
That was a localization thing.
Japan.
I would say their game design is lazy. I would not say the artists are lazy. I would say their game design is lazy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Coming back to like just one more thought I had about.
Yeah, we can continue with this thought.
Slop commentary, slop content. It's pretty much just like you don't always have time for the 3-hour retrospective video essay. Sometimes you just want to eat popcorn content, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need an update on whatever happened for a week.
Also, I think something really interesting is you also can diversify as much of the specific things. Oh no, Access, I knew what you were talking about. I knew. I'm just saying that, like, I agree with what you're saying. I 100% agree with what you're saying, that people, like, muck is a fucking pile of muck. But I think something really interesting is... Oh, I lost my train of thought. No, I'll come back to it. There we go. I think the other thing, too, is people's watch history is very complex. And sometimes you just get into watch holes. Like,
And that's not indicative of the person.
Yeah. Like, I'll watch content, either it be somebody's stream that I'm friends with, or this, that, or the third, and then I'll watch an hour. Well, there's technically like 40 minutes of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Ultimates, because I'm not purchasing the game anytime soon. Because I want to see the pretty art and Goku fire a spirit ball for the 15th time. I don't know. That's fun for me. And I'll sit there and watch the whole fucking thing uninterrupted. But then I'll watch...
Go boom.
Yeah, but then I'll watch like a fucking 2-hour Warhammer video.
Yeah.
You don't, like, it's all different. Yeah, and the same thing with like a retrospective with Harry Potter and things like that. Hey Uncle Errol, how you doing?
Hey Uncle Errol.
But that's the thing. You can have a variety of content exists, and my main point from Raymundo's video that bothered me was it infantilized the audience of any type of content, and it pigeonholed them, saying only you like this style of content. Only you like this thing. You want the slop. You want this. You want that. But my audience wants to be intellectualized. You know, Rena, me watching a 4-hour long I survived 100 days in this Minecraft mod videos. Exactly. There's a range of content that people enjoy. You know? And you fall on and off with specific creators. And that's perfectly fine too. It's actually very normal. It's just like any video. Yeah. Shout out to, he doesn't even know I exist, but I'll still fuck him, shout him out anyways. Fucking Billiam, if you guys know who that content creator is. I didn't watch Lost much growing up. It was during, like, I was growing up during a time. My parents tried it a little bit, didn't really like it. I tried it a little bit, didn't really like it. He made fucking 24 hours of content on Lost. I have watched every video. I have fallen asleep through those videos and woken up back again. Hey, iRoll.
Hey, thank you, iRoll.
Thank you, iRoll. Appreciate you.
Thank you for the 420 iRoll. But that's the thing, right? You shouldn't feel, and I think that was my biggest issue with that video and the way it was constructed was it was pigeonholing audiences to specific styles of content. And that's not the case. Like, we all, something we do as friends, that I don't mind revealing because I think it is what it's fun. We'll spend like hours a week like for a specific night, watching Chubby Emu videos together because we think it's funny. Like it's fucking horrifying what these people do to their bodies or what their bodies do to them. But we'll watch Chubby Emu videos together. It's fun. Like, I think that's, at the end of the day, I think talking around it again, watching things together and doing things together and watching different types of content makes you a person. Not everyone needs to watch everything and not everyone needs to cover everything. Rena, if I see you put 1178 ibuprofens one more time, I'm going to lose it. I keep seeing you guys put that meme everywhere, and it scares me every time. Why do you do this to me?
You only got to try it once.
No, do not do this. Do not eat that many
you gotta do it once.
ibuprofens.
You only got to do it once.
You would die after like 20. Stop this. You get your fucking stomach pumped after like 20, if not less. What are you doing? Don't do that. Oh God. We recently watched the video where this like, you can eat that many at once. No, don't do that. I didn't die. Okay. Twiggy. No. I mean like one setting. No. Nothing bad will happen. You don't die after 20 if you Alright, guys, chat, what are you doing? Why are you stressing me out? What the recommended dose of ibuprofen is like not that many.
It's like 4 a day or
it's
something.
Like 4 a day, depending on the strength, but it's like 4 a day. Don't do this.
Wow, I take more than that.
It depends on your strength. Stop this. Oh, child, why are you barking? See, it's her birthday. She's barking.
She knows.
See, you guys upset the dog on her birthday. I want you, chat. You hear this? She's telling you not to eat the ibuprofen on your birthday. On her birthday of all days. But no, I think that's pretty much my final thoughts on it. I don't like that it pigeonholed audiences. I could give a fuck less if somebody complains about that kind of content. Really could give a fuck less. It's more how you convey it to your audiences. It is not a challenge. Stop that right now, Moist. I need you to not do what you think is an interesting idea. She's not begging for ibuprofen. Stop this. Oh, yeah. Okay, everybody. Q, Greg, any more thoughts that we haven't covered yet?
I think we're good. Just personally, I feel like this video was built incorrectly. The end
built wrong.
Built wrong. The end was decided before the research, so to speak, was done. Misunderstands the concept of streaming. Misunderstands the content cycle and the ecosystem. Maybe inadvertently taking swings at people he didn't realize, but putting himself kind of like this definitely isn't a take that he wanted to like die on the hill for type of thing, which is why he took it down.
Yeah, or define his entire career.
Or define or something worth defending. Sometimes it takes more guts to take something down, or to retract something or apologize or be what it is than it is to leave it up. So a lot of times people just leave shit up and then it's up there for ever or years.
Yeah,
but
or they fake their own deaths.
Or they'll fake their own deaths. But if he wants to, if he changes his mind after hearing other people's critiques, that's fine too.
Yeah, I think one thing I will say to Raymundo, if for whatever reason he ever sees this video, which I don't think he will, but if he does, I'm gonna end it with this. I give you a lot of props and currently a lot of grace that you've retracted the video and you've identified that the video was poorly mismanaged and poorly constructed. If your next video is anything close to this topic and you handle it poorly again to where you delete another video, don't do it. Don't do it. Uncle Eyeroll, no, we are not talking about James Somerton's plagiarism faking death. We actually had some. It was a Scarlet Reaper thing. That guy faked his own death, and he blamed us all, and then would create content under a different name for like a week. But that's pretty much it, guys. We're gonna move on for a second. But what we need to do, or what I need to do, chat, I need to talk to you real quick. Chat, do I have your attention? Can I have ears in the chat, please?
Is there an
You
ear
want to
emote?
post corn?
Is there ears in the chat?
Oh my god,
no,
there
there's
is.
corn.
Yeah, see
Oh,
there.
there is an ear. Oh.
Can I have chat? Can I have ears in the chat real quick? Because I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something really, really important, chat. It's life or death. It's a life or death situation. Chat.
Thank you, Iroll, for corn.
I have to pee really badly. I have been drinking water
Oh
all
my
day.
god.
I did big lift today for arms, and I need to pee. So
Just
I will leave you with our friends. Let's play a little bit of music.
what is this build up?
Listen,
What is this build up?
I don't like leaving the chat without like love and consideration.
Big
So
picture, that's about right.
listen, chat, I love you. Chat.
Big
Chat. I'm about to fry some chicken. I'll be right back, chat.
Let's transition us to the other screen.
Fuck.
I'm frying some chicken, chat.
Don't ever say that again.
It's the Opp Block.
Hey, look, there it is. There's Tyler.
my God.
I forgot to play it. I have to I have to attach it to a different screen. Oh yeah. I'll be right back. No, Kim, come back.
Okay,
How you doing, Greg?
I'm good. Are we? I think they can still hear us. Yeah, they
Yes, you can still
just
hear
so
it.
you know.
They can still hear it. Yes.
So don't
That's
say
just
anything
fine.
incriminating.
I'm not going to. I wasn't
Oh, good.
planning on it. I was just
That's
gonna
good.
make fun of Falgi for. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that, but you know, I'm
Well,
sure
now's
he
the
can
time.
hear this.
Oh, yes.
I
True.
mean, he can hear us still,
Yeah,
so it's
he's
like whatever.
pissing
But
and hearing us as we speak.
yeah, he's enjoying his massive urination. I don't know.
Kim says, I need you to get this man and his cringe under control. That is a cloudy problem. We are
Yeah,
just
that's not
witnesses.
us. We do not control his cringe.
we do
Only
not
Cloudy
condone,
can.
and not even that well.
We disavow the cringe. I know I disavow the cringe. Yeah, Cloudy is. Well, I mean, I don't know who else's job it would be. Whose job would that be? It's someone's job, but it's not mine. I don't want that job. I don't wanna handle that. There's only so much. No, it's not. I can only handle so much in my life.
Chat. Okay,
And-
chat. Let's have a conversation. Real
You done
quick.
being
I
cringe,
washed
buddy?
my hands.
I don't believe you.
Why
I
is
don't- I
everyone
don't
talking
fucking
about
believe
pee? Hello, Pimenta. I had to go to the bathroom. And I made big jokes. You guys make great background noise. No, I mean, like, that's totally fine. Like, that's just, like,
you. Big pissa over
big...
here.
not big pisser. Stop this.
Medium
That's,
pissy.
that's,
Okay,
that's,
so
that's
let's
why we call
chat,
him
chat, chat,
Liquid
chat.
Diesel.
Jesus.
Never say that again. All right, chat. Let's have a nice conversation. Let's have a nice conversation about the cringe. Right? The cringe is funny. The cringe is enjoyable. You cannot fight the cringe. The clip from the last stream that Mod Arena fucking clipped is one of the funniest things, and I hate how funny it is. I despise how funny it is.
Why don't you play it?
Fine, I don't mind.
Yeah, how about you play it,
I
buddy?
think it's hilarious. So, for those who didn't see our last stream, which you guys should go check out, because hey, it ended in like a double incest allegation, which
Yeah, it's like a little Z move. They
That
call it
was-
double incest.
it was literally like they ulted at the same time. Let me find stream clips. If you guys aren't a part of the Discord, we do have a Discord, and we do streams.
Do-do.
We do. Yep. Unsubbing due to cringe. Row, fight the cringer. No. We're not doing that. Because I like the cringe. So, for those who didn't see last stream, well, this is a clip from last stream. This is gonna hurt me for a second.
I'm ready.
I'm just gonna play the audio. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, hold up. It's actually really low. Give me. Oh god, hold up. It's actually really low.
It's really
If
funny,
you-
guys. Believe him.
If you watch full video, it'll take you to the timestamp, and you can rewind just a second earlier, so you can.
No.
Okay.
This is fine. Here, guys.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
the funny clip.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna split you in half with this cock.
Yeah, I hate. I'm gonna leave. Cloudy, get your man. Cloudy.
Oh god, that literally is maybe one of the funniest thing. Dislike the stream due to cringe. I mean, thanks for engaging. Like
Thanks
the stream,
again.
guys.
That's how it works.
Yeah, like the stream for
It is how
cringe.
it
Even if you dislike the stream, it
Yeah.
still goes into the algorithm.
It does. And you know what? If you dislike the stream so much, what you should do is also comment on the stream. You
And
should
tell us.
tell us
why.
that you hate it. I would love, guys. The worst thing you could ever do is when the stream turns into a video, is comment on it and say how much you love or hate us. That would be so bad. Ooh woo.
Yeah.
You know.
Could you just not?
Ooh woo.
We don't need to know about your humiliation kink, all right?
Okay, that's the one thing I don't got. Diesel can keep the humiliation kink to himself. He can come in here and fucking explain it if he'd like to. What is that billboard? Oh, we'll get there.
Well, so this is many kudos. Many kudos is I love him very much. He's into a lot of the same hobbies that I'm into, and he made a couple videos on just controversy. So he did a Warhammer one that we covered. I think he's done a Pokemon one, if I remember right, and he has 2 on Final Fantasy. This is all about specifically the Rain nightclub summer bash, which I did not go to it, but I was playing actively and heavily when this whole shit was coming out. So I know the community ear to the ground as this was happening. I think 2021. I forget the date. I forget the year.
So, chat, we thought it'd be really funny for all of you guys to see some more RP drama. But because RP drama was fucking hilarious the last time. I don't know if there are updates to the current Diva Jilly and King Caffeine. Again, Moon came out on top. That's just hilarious at this point. But
Moon wins.
Moon is winning. If he hits it and quits it, he wins. But more importantly, chat, we are going to look back. And we're going to look at more and more drama. Thank you, everybody, first and foremost.
In July of 2020,
In July of 2020 something. 2022.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn the video up because he's low.
customers of an Exxon gas
little
station
bit
in
lower.
Missouri City, Texas, looked to the skies and were greeted not with a bird or a plane, but a billboard. This metallic middle finger darkened the skies above, an affront to God and man, announcing to the world, Rain Nightclub presents Summer Bash. This is the story of the
Oh my god, no.
Was that a slide whistle?
Yeah,
A,
it
it
is
was a
slide
slide whistle, but B, no. There's someone who went deep into this fucking... This is already fucking cringe. I love it. I do also, from time to time, play FF14. It is a really good MMO. This is hilarious.
So
Go
when
on.
when this was coming out, I remember this was not a huge deal, but I feel like people blew it into bigger, like the stratosphere. But It's on the surface, it's something silly. Somebody posted a real advertisement in the
Mhm.
real world for an RP event. That's all it is.
Oh,
but
God.
it's really weird.
What?
That's that's literally
Well,
what it was.
I mean, people do weirder things. You had the Willy Wonka experience. You had the recent, I think it was in Baltimore. It was a Baltimore Bridgerton experience where it
Oh, yeah.
was very bad.
So those are IRL experiences.
Yes.
This
This
is
LARPing
an
at that
advertisement.
point.
This is an advertisement for the game. This is a real life
Yep.
advertisement for the in-game roleplay.
But this is, by all means, this is a real life advertisement, but not an official advertisement. That's correct.
Yes.
So this is it's a bigger deal legally because this is a fan. Oh, it was Detroit. I'm sorry. This is a fan billboard about a fucking was it ERP or just regular RP? Be honest.
Just a regular event. I think it's just a regular one, but he'll get into it.
Oh, chat. Wait, my wife worked that bar. She runs a cafe in game. Killjoy, what? Yes. Oh, yes. Do they have a link to their... They did have a link to their Discord on the fucking billboard. Let's go.
The illegal Final Fantasy 14 billboards. And the
Whoa,
reason
whoa. Moist, what does that mean? I think the FF14 Fleshlight ad is better? What does that mean? Nintendo Mail, you should be concerned. This concerns me, guys. Yeah, there's a whole network of... So your wife runs an FF14 cafe. Does she
Or she worked at this
Or she worked at one? At this one?
Yeah.
Killjoy? Mamma mia. Here I go again. Killjoy, please answer a question. Mamma mia. Here's the show again. My, how could I resist ya? Yes, I've been broken hearted. Ooh, since the day we parted. I'm gonna just play the video. My, did I ever let you go?
reason why online games are forced to say online interactions are not rated by the ESRB.
Oh,
Final Fantasy 14 is the
oh
58th
no!
Final
Oh
Fantasy
no!
game and a
Oh
critically
no!
acclaimed
Oh
MMORPG
no!
with an expanded
What is
free trial.
happening? Why did you speed up? Why did you
I
speed
think
up?
it's he might be doing a bit.
No,
Unless
it was,
you
no. So
sped it up.
sometimes
How
it
did
does.
you speed it up?
I did the thing where I accidentally clicked the button again.
What button? I need to know what button does that.
I don't fucking know. It
God.
does the short range, like fucking
Keep
speed
your
up.
hand off of the keyboard. This is infuriating.
Okay, so she just runs a cafe that does like share with
Networking.
crafters and employers. That's actually really cool.
Reason why online games are forced to say online interactions are not rated by the
Mamma mia.
ESRB.
Yeah,
Final
obviously.
Fantasy 14 is the 58th Final Fantasy game and a critically
Listen, I don't care that for instance, Modern Warfare is an M-rated game. There is nothing, and I mean nothing you can do. If a little like 14-year-old start fucking saying slurs at you. Then, yeah, no, it was a keyboard command. But yeah, no.
acclaimed MMORPG. With an expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn, and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 for free, with no restrictions on playtime. It's no wonder that it has the massive fan base that it has.
That's the
today,
copy
myself
pasta. That's the
included.
famous
Now,
copy
Oh,
pasta.
I know the copy pasta. I have
telling
said
chat.
it out loud.
I'm telling chat.
Guys, do you know about the critically acclaimed
Jesus. Play the video.
online MMO Final Fantasy 14, which you can now play up to, I believe, level 90 for free. You can't do
No,
parties.
you can't play to 90 for free.
I thought it was 90 now. I thought the free trial was 90.
I don't think you're right.
Because the
about
level
that
cap
one.
is 100.
Yeah, but I don't think that's.
And it was
right.
always 10 under the level cap.
But that's not. No.
Oh, now
No.
up to Stormblood at level 70. Excuse me, the worst of the expansions. Oh. Actually, Stormblood is not as bad.
I like Stormblood.
I think Stormblood isn't as bad. I think the problem with Stormblood is there's so much meandering. There's just so much meandering. It kind of sucks.
I have some bad news for you.
I already
some
heard
of the
about Dawn.
later
I
games.
heard about Dawn Trail already. Don't even start. I already heard. Yeah, Shadowbringers is just great. Shadowbringers and Endwalker, very good. Stormblood Slander, yeah.
I like Stormblood.
I'm tired of fucking swimming.
Although it's mostly your standard MMO fare of completing quests, tackling raids, and pretending
Okay,
to enjoy
Milfinia hot, though.
PvP, many players also like to engage in the act of role-playing.
Okay, question, chat. Over under on. Oh, you know what? My panel.
What?
Over under
What?
on RPing in an MMO.
I do it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
I
play Final Fantasy 14. That's half the game.
guess I
One
like.
one half is the single player content. One half is raiding, and one half is RP and dress up. It's a game. It's the infinite game forever.
It's the infinite game. So, Greg.
Hi.
Give us a little bit of. I want to know, what's some of your history with your RPing?
What?
Oh no.
That's
Mhm.
personal.
Well, can you
You
give?
you want to find out? You got to make a character. You got to make a character. Then we hash it out in game. That's how it works. You want to do it like that? You don't just ask a man his RP character
You just don't
info.
ask someone
Well,
how they
Because
are.
then, yeah.
What? Wait. Moist just put SWTOR, which is Star Wars: The Old Republic MMO, has an avid prostitution ring. What the fuck do you
That is-
mean?
Yep. That was a thing.
What? Why the fuck do I? What the fuck?
I mean, 14 has brothels.
But is this RPing or is this
Yeah.
like?
Because you're two consenting adults, because you have to be an adult to play the game.
Yeah,
I believe for online stuff is
you're
rated.
supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but
Local
Uh,
elves are waiting for you right now.
I don't.
Killjoy wants you to ask me about G pose.
What the fuck is a G pose?
There's not much. What's up with you? No,
What
it's
the fuck?
it's just the command to get into the posing for to take screenshots and photos. But
Uh-huh.
if you have mods, which is a hot topic, which we will get into in the next many kudos video, people will post like sex scenes with the characters,
So
or
I
up to like the GTA RP with D Vigili stuff.
So I have seen that. I've seen stuff like that. Only because the internet is a wild place, and you follow an FF14 creator and magically their fucking character is nude, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm seeing this now. But it is interesting. I like that
I
Greg
never
has
played.
experience in this.
I have not played Final Fantasy 14.
Oh.
I played Elder Scrolls Online like a real adult.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But see, the difference between you and me is I'm not going to chastise you for playing a different game.
yeah.
That's fine. I'll chat with you anyway.
Wow, that's
I'll
fucked up.
chastise you for other reasons.
I know
pretty-
you will.
That's pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Why are we chastising each other? We should just chat. We should be able to love each other.
Okay.
Chat. Right? We should be able to love each other. That's exactly correct. Mod beasts when? Maybe. We're gonna do a gaming stream one of these days. I swear. Just one of those things that we're gonna do. I didn't RP. I did a fun quest as a night elf. Yeah. I mean, okay. So here's the thing. I think RPing is fine in MMOs. I've just never, specifically with 14, because 14 is made for the salaryman. Essentially, a lot of people call it the salaryman RPG. So
Really?
yes, because the way the content cycle works and the way the leveling and quest structure works, specifically for Japanese players, it allows them to work around the work schedules. That's always been a big thing for
Yeah.
them.
Yoshi P, the producer, he always says that he doesn't want you to only play this game. He
Mhm.
wants you to get out and get a life and play other games.
He wants you to
he
touch
made-
grass.
when Dawn Trail, the most recent expansion, was coming out, it came out the week after Elden Ring, and he jokingly said you have a week to beat, or the Elden Ring DLC, because he said you have a week to beat the Elden Ring DLC.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's like a really good like way to look. Yeah, I remember the Elden Ring shit too. I thought that was really really funny.
I mean, I'm fine with RP and MMOs. I think the text boxes are too
Uh-huh.
small. They write a lot.
Mhm.
But my RP is usually like I put on my robe and wizard hat like.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's like just one of those things that you just do, right? I don't ever want to see Wizard 101 and RP in the same sentence ever again. Ugh. Ugh.
RPing. Originating from games such as Dungeons and Dragons, gamers have long enjoyed flexing their acting chops as they step into the role of someone without acne. Except the developers of Final Fantasy fucked up.
All right,
by
wait.
making without acne.
I'm not a
Except the
noob, first and
developers
foremost. Okay, let's talk about something for a second. Chat, you're in
Yeah.
the way. You see this character right here? Hottest
Merlib.
character in 14. Hottest
Merlib.
fucking character in 14.
Say her name.
Don't remember how to say her name.
Merlib.
Merwib? Merwib, that's how you say it?
Yeah.
She's hot, but I don't know her name.
Merwib, hottest character in the
Merle-
game.
Merle-
It's, know
that's
why?
fine.
Because
Close
it's for
enough.
the storm. You're always for the fucking storm. I said it.
Final Fantasy fucked up by making every character hot. This has meant
Mega Tensei makes it point.
Listen, I don't care about Yustola right there. Listen, Yustola could be there all she wants, but she's not a tall mommy. I've said it multiple times and I will say it again. Tall
Say it
people.
again.
Tall people. Listen. I am an average sized man. I will say this. If you are a tall woman, NB, or a man that I am attracted to, I will tell you this. I would like some uppies. I'll be fucking real. I want to know what it's like to be that tall.
That's why you and Cloudy date, because she's 6'4".
Yeah, she's 6'4". I will fucking get all the motherfucking uppies. I'm
He's
not
just a
shaming
little
the
guy.
storm. I'm not.
He's just a little guy.
The Maelstrom is not the worst GC. Never say that again.
Yeah, the twin adders are all racist.
Yeah. I was like, the twin adders are right there. But yes. Listen, if you're shorter than me, it's okay. I'll pick you up. Are you a Lalafell player? No. Okay, so let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation because I have to explain. I am not a furry, but I saw Lion Man and I wanted to play the Lion Guy. And so I played Lion Guy, and then
they're big and burly.
and then they finally made the females, and I kind of want to just gender swap the character real quick. Actually, fun fact, I do actually with MMOs, and it's not really the armor. I can give a fuck less about that shit. I actually do like playing the opposite gender in some games. I think it's fun.
You do get a free Fantasia.
Yes,
they
I
put
know.
in a new quest, so you can.
Yes,
go
I'm a
ahead and do that
Hrothgar.
right now.
Yeah. I would
So-
use it.
So go do it.
I haven't played in a very long time. I would have to. Okay, let's get back into it.
Headfirst into danger, as they are to act out brandishing their cock and balls while they.
Why you
charge
guys say
headfirst
cock and
into
balls
danger.
like that?
Like rolling a boulder with an erection down a hill.
It's his
These players
accent.
often
I know, it's
clump
his
together and
clearly
form
Australian
coalitions
accent.
known as free companies.
Or New Zealand. I don't know. What
FF14's
Or
version
Aussie.
of guilds or
Or,
clans.
yeah, New Zealandish.
And
whatever
today's
the-
story
I don't
revolves
fucking
around
know.
one such FC, Rain Nightclub. Rain is a group who regularly hosts in-game events at their
Okay.
nightclub, a venue they purchased and designed using FF14's player-owned housing.
Okay, the housing system in 14 is insane, by the way.
They fixed it.
I know, they finally fixed it, but it was I got in at Shadowbringers, I believe. I think that was the first expansion I bought. And I remember I'm still a part of a guild, but I remember everything about the fucking weirdo housing system.
Yeah.
I like hearing all the drama behind it. And I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's pretty bad.
yeah." And then they fixed it.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And it's better.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's still bad. It's not as bad as it used
It's
to
better.
be, though.
Yeah, a lottery system is better
Yeah.
than I have $100, so I own this
Mhm.
entire ward.
And yeah, and it's like, oh, not only do I own this entire ward, there's no more space in the game. Sorry, bye.
Feature. I was going to say here that what sets Rain apart is that they engage in adult roleplay services, but
ERP. You lied to me. It's ERP. Adult Roleplay Services is ERP.
Who lied to you?
You did.
No, I said I didn't remember.
Love you too,
So
Greg.
the title still works, right?
Yes, of course it does.
Yeah,
It's Sloppy
so
Drama
we're good.
Toppy.
I meant the RP and ERP.
Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
We didn't lie to chat. We didn't lie to chat. We didn't lie to chat.
We're all good, chat. All good.
yeah, that doesn't really set you apart in this game. They even have their own website.
Okay, can we just confirm while I'm reading this? This is for an in-game nightclub, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's Chad
Pause it.
from Cool Ones.
Okay.
Not Cold
So
Ones,
there's a lot
excuse
of sites that have their own websites in the form of like cards
Mhm.
or link trees, what have you?
Yes.
Anything that can make you just a quick free website. Sometimes they'll do, you could do like a paid one or
Mhm.
like a Squarespace for something for like a quick domain thing. But generally, a lot of these sites are going to be quick cards
Yeah.
or even just a Discord, which is easy too, and also free.
It's such a it is really interesting though when they do things like this. I do like it. I get that it's weird and a little bit too horny, but good for them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just checking. Let's go to companionship. 400k per hour.
This is for
Huh?
That's might be a little high, but
A
lot of the
like
times it's like
real
100K
monies
an
or
hour.
fake monies?
No, fake monies.
Okay.
Gil.
The Guild. Okay. Well, I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
a casual RPGF/BF in club or private room included.
Can you convert that by like on a gold selling website to give me a rough price?
For 10
Ooh.
mil gil, it's $6.
So you tell me I get to fucking in-game hooker?
for 30 cents an hour or something.
Yeah, 30 cents
That's
an hour.
that's special.
right.
This is the one I'm excited for. The Final Fantasy for your darker side.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, baby.
Oh yeah.
Chat. I'll meet you
Oh,
in the Final
no.
Fantasy.
Oh.
The
Chat.
final.
Hold up. I got this. Chat. Hey there, Chat. How you doing? Let me be your Final Fantasy.
You stop that right fucking now.
I'll take you to your limit break.
Oh no.
I'll show you how this Moogle Koopos.
Let me show you my Ultima weapon.
Why don't you whip out your chocobo?
Oh my god.
Oh boy! Jesus Christ, I'm crying. Oh, what's another one? What's another one?
What does that cactar 1 million needles?
No. What's no, I'm not gonna do the woo. Killjoy, you can't click off. You can't do it. I can't think of another one right now.
Will you be the nun to my cat tribe?
That
That one's really good.
That one is really good. There's like another.
Will you ton my berry? I don't
Yeah.
know.
You ton on my berry until I final my fantasy.
Until I cuckoo.
Oh my. Until like chat. You never have to worry about healers adjusting when I'm around.
Dude, dwarves will
That's pretty good.
yell
Yeah.
slowly when they buzz.
Oh my god. Oh, what's there's like what's the fucking Dark Knight ultimate move?
I should know this.
It's-
Darkest Night or
it's-
Black book. I should know this. It's on my.
It's the one where they get the shadow clone.
It's Enmity, but I forget what it's.
I
called.
can't remember what it. No, enmity is what you build.
I don't
No,
fucking
no,
know.
yeah. No,
or
what
is it the enemy when I don't fucking remember. Okay, we're gonna
I
go back.
can't
to the video.
remember.
I was gonna make a Pink Buddy reference, but we're not gonna
Hold
do
on.
it now.
It is called. Living Shadow.
A dark
That is
missionary.
Dark Missionary is a different one, but yeah.
Mm.
No.
Hey, chat.
Dark Missionary is a shield.
Chat. We can do the dark missionary position
Oh my-
all day long.
Esteem. I
I
was thinking Esteem.
Esteem.
Enmity is what you build.
I
Esteem
hate-
is
I
what you
meant-
build
I
Living
hate
Shadow.
Chat. I'm at full esteem.
Let
I
my
hate
dark
being here.
mind
I hate
edge
this.
your darkness during this abyssal drain.
Let the
Then we can
darkness.
flood of shadow your shadow bringer, and then the shadowed visual will dark missionary your living shadow, while I oblation on my comeuppance and
Wait.
your what?
I gotta. Chat, you can follow
Still
me all the
going.
way down my dawn trail.
I don't know why you interrupted me just for that. No, mine was better.
Yeah,
She,
Greg
oh
was
yeah,
better.
she choco on my bow till I carriage. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. This is just fun. Chat, if you want to see more of this, please. Oh, she knit on my hog. God damn, that's so good, actually. Chat, if you like what you see, like the stream, subscribe,
If
share
you like
it,
what you see,
donate.
knit on my hog.
Knit on my knit on my hog. Oh yeah. Yeah, don't you know? Yeah. Donate the stream. It's my dog's birthday. It all goes to Doggy Fund.
What the fuck is that, bro? That looks like a prison cell. Why is there a couch, like a viewing couch, on the other side of the prison cage?
Imagine paying
It's-
30 cents of in-game money just to get cooked. Here's the drinks. Rain shower. Stand under one of the club showers and...
It's the Sneeko couch.
That is
That's way too
foul.
much.
Liquidity.
Yeah.
Taste the best.
That's like way too much, guys.
So-
That's like too in
Pause it.
detail.
As
That's
a
like
tissue.
so in
Pause.
detail.
Okay, so they've had a new like rules or addendum or whatever
Mhm.
like terms of service thing. Your links that you have in like your bio, your character bio,
Mhm.
they also have to be like okayed by their terms also. So you can't like you can't advertise money farming or selling money transfer type stuff. And then I think to some extent some of this is no longer okay too.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the full details on it. But it's just like to cover more of that type of thing. And from like mods, so let's not like if you like my mod or whatever, my link is in bio.
Yeah,
you click it,
I
you
know
find-
I know of the nude mods. I know of all, like the private server, the new mod stuff. Like that's in a lot of games. It is really interesting. I will say that. I would never partake in it, but interesting it is. I will say that.
It's like it's like a D&D character.
Yeah.
Except there's no GM. So you kind of
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to like and then that's where you get into the issue of like if you're in a group or in a setting or at an event, if somebody's over talking or like essentially the main voice in
Mhm.
it, or if you're like one-on-one, if the person's a good RP partner, or if they're like kind of strong arming the entire situation, and that's all it is. It's literally D&D, but there's no there's just no GM generally. Sometimes
Yeah.
depending on the event, you can run a GM with it.
I
But
will-
otherwise, it's just D&D essentially.
I will say that like oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Chat. I lost my train of thought. It's okay. It's okay.
Gamer moment.
Gamer moment, streamer moment. I lost my train of thought. She drag while I goon. All right, there we go.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Pass the liquor to you. You get to experience the ultimate sense of euphoria.
So that was, you're literally just getting backwashed.
Okay, the next tab they go on to
Wait,
non-alcoholic.
what do you mean
okay,
non-alcoholic
if you wanna-
drinks?
If you want to get technical,
Oh,
everything on
oh,
this
this is
list
in-game.
non-alcoholic because it's in game.
Could you imagine the guy who orders the rain shower and he's just drinking lemonade off his partner?
Yeah, I want to save a bit of money on the moist, man. Can I get some fucking lemonade poured onto it? No spirits
The
for me, man. That's
moist.
not haram.
Yeah, could I get my triple cream coffee?
Jesus
snowball?
Christ.
On July 5th, Final Fantasy
Yeah, that's a bit
14
excessive.
Yeah.
6.18 patch was scheduled to come out, and with it came a major change: the ability to visit other data centers.
Yes, I do.
This
Remember
allowed
that.
players to visit practically any other
That
server.
was
vast.
that changed the game because you didn't need to pay. That was very nice of them.
Opening up
Did
the
you need?
number of players
You didn't need to make an alt to play with
Yes.
other friends on
Yes.
other servers.
Which was really nice because hey, when the game, like when an expansion drops, it takes quite legitimately, depending on what server you're in, it will take upwards to like an hour to get in.
Mhm.
with, raid with, and of course, pretend to with.
Wow.
To celebrate the imminent wave of potential STI partners, Rain decided to throw an in-game beach party, complete with giveaways, DJs, and a billboard that could get them all banned. Possibly forgetting which reality this event took place in, Rain eventually
The fucking billboard is real. Oh, I
Yeah.
love this billboard. I love it so much. She got on my breaker till I super belied. That is a good one.
2 real-life billboards in Texas, with another 2 planned for California.
Texas is
That was
okay. It being in Texas is
community
really
discovery.
funny.
Okay, before we get into the various ways
That's
this could
actually
get them in
super
legal
funny.
trouble, guys, what is this graphic design? Now, selling a Final Fantasy XIV roleplay beach party to the citizens of Missouri City, Texas, was already going to be a bit of a hard sell because it didn't involve truck nuts or sleeping with your cousin. But
Hey,
rapidly
not
facing
that. That's the wrong South.
the critical information
mean-
around, like book
Is King Caffeine here?
Is King Caffeine? Is King Caffeine in the room with us right now? I don't think they're from Texas. I think they're like
No,
from Middle
he's in-
America.
No,
Just
California
saying.
Oh, they're
Sacra-
from California.
Sacramento.
That's
or
right.
NorCal something.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That lines up.
is flicked onto the side of an excited pig. I mean, it wasn't exactly helping their cause. The 3 Twitch DJs take center stage, and while I'm sure they're all great DJs, I don't think DJ Potate is quite a household name yet. Meanwhile,
DJ
crucial
Potate!
information such as the date, time, and location of the event are all forced into uncomfortable spaces at gunpoint. Of course, bad graphic design isn't against the law. Otherwise, every boomer would be spending 30 to life in Guantanamo Bay for minions-related charges. But
Hey,
notoriously
listen.
breaking a game's terms of
Real.
service, at the very least, sets you up for a legal shitstorm. Here's just a few of the ways that this billboard broke FF14's material usage license.
You are not to use any materials in conjunction with unapproved Square Enix assets.
Both of the billboard's characters are posed in
Oh, guys, you broke the terms of service. What are you doing?
Also, this I don't know. I don't remember if he points it out in here, but these are modeled through like the in-game
Yes.
modeler.
Yeah.
But these are not poses you can get in-game, which means these are like
Yeah,
modded
these are
to-
also not clothing you can get in game.
Yes.
No,
they
100%. I
are.
these no.
No, you can get that tank top.
The tank top, yeah, but
and
the pants not. With the
The
jeans, no.
tank. There are jeans in the game.
There are, but
that
not like
might
this
be,
'cause of the belt.
Yeah, the belt doesn't look familiar.
Belt
but,
is not because remember they would get rid of belts.
Well, they got rid of the items,
Oh,
not
the
belt.
outfits were
the
data mined.
outfit.
Well, there you go. That's already illegal. You already broke the game.
You can't have belts in Final Fantasy.
They got rid of
That's a whole meme.
Yeah,
they got
it's a
rid
whole
of
meme.
the belt item slot, but there are still belts on.
Does
items.
no one
Yeah.
remember Lulu from 10? Like her entire outfit was belts.
Moist.
Oh yeah, the
Moist.
models.
Moist.
I forgot about that.
I'm gonna switch to Pictomancer so I can draw you pregnant.
What
Oh
the
no,
fuck?
not the Mpreg.
Moist. What are we doing? Behave.
ways that would require the use of third-party mods. Graphical mods, such as ones that
Yeah, if
pose
it's not public,
characters,
yeah.
give them
All the stuff is if it's not public facing, you're fine. I do know that. Guys,
It's
I do know
still-
video
they
games.
They still
No, you don't.
don't want you to do it.
Yeah, they don't.
You could. They still, because they can on the back end go in individually, and if they look at it individually and they have it, that's because you can like flag it in game if you like ping yourself. There's a whole slew of things like you
Yeah.
should not do while using or running mods during gameplay that can ping it like that. But also they could just not care or unless they're actively investigating it and then they see signs of it, then they can take action that way. But for the most part, it's like a don't rat yourself out type of thing.
Right. The first rule about Fight Club: don't talk about Fight Club. Like it's just as simple as that.
First rule about Fight Club: don't tell the mods that you have mods.
New outfits or show off their pink bits are a bit of a grey area because these mods only affect the visuals of
Okay, so I would say homebrewing for D&D is a little bit different because of the open license. This is very different. These are not open licenses. These are not open source
Yeah,
games.
like Final
Yeah.
Fantasy doesn't have an OGL.
Yeah, D&D is far different. That's
Yeah.
why, and I think one day we'll go into the whole drama behind D&D a little bit. That was the whole big kerfuffle when
Yeah,
they
I'd
tried
like
to
to
take
do
away.
that.
Yeah. When they tried to take away the
OGL,
open
yeah.
license because the idea was it was like it was ruining the idea of story creation as a whole. Especially because they were taking from the community for game fixes, clearly in the new 2024 player's handbook.
Yeah, all
yeah.
the third party like campaign creators and map creators and session like planners and shit like that, they all just literally rebelled. Pretty
Oh,
much.
okay. Yeah.
And also the when you homebrew stuff, generally it's going to be like tied to you personally or your own table or whoever you share that with. In this instance, you are going into a world that other people are actively involving themselves with that do not know you or whatever
Yeah.
else your plans are for your game.
Exactly.
type of thing.
Exactly. Typically, a lot of homebrew stuff is just fixes for your campaign setting or to make it easier on players.
the person who installs them. And because they only give you an unfair advantage at jacking off and not an unfair advantage at gameplay,
Unfair.
Square Enix
Wow.
treats them with a don't ask, don't tell mentality, splashing them front and center.
I like
on
the
a real-life
unfair
billboard
advantage of
is
jacking
telling
off.
about as much as humanly possible. And the modding community feared that Square
jacks
Enix
off
might
better
begin to
than
crack
me.
down on the mods they
Chat. He jacks off better than me. His power level is so high. His goon level is over 9,000.
This is my fault.
It is. It is your fault. His
God
goon
damn it.
level is over 9,000. Chat.
I
I don't know if we can.
You-
I don't know if we
you
can win
stop
it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry that my voice acting sometimes is actually good. Thank you.
Oh,
previously
okay,
turned a
alright.
blind eye to. Although Square might begrudgingly allow graphical mods, they are staunchly against data mined assets. Data mining is the process of trawling through
Okay,
the
so this
code
is gonna
of
go over the
upcoming
data mining.
patches to find gear, voice lines, story spoilers, and other content that won't be released until the patch is out. Game director Yoshi P has been very adamant about the leaking of data mined assets, saying, there may be legal
Yoshi P doesn't want you to get horny, which is why Clive is naked in like 1/4. Okay, here's the thing. One of Yoshi P's like inspirations for 14 was fucking RuneScape and Morrowind. I think we're fine. I think the man understands.
RuneScape was the inspiration for 16.
Okay, so no, for 14. So
But also,
Okay,
14
I just said, like-
inherently is baked into
Yeah.
like 11.
Okay,
So-
like someone
Or
mentioned
11's
Clive,
baked
so I'm like,
into
wait a minute.
So there is a no clip documentary about the rebirth of FF14, and for lack of a better term, gaming wise, Yoshi P, who is the games director for what is it? It's Creative Team 2, I believe it's called. Don't quote me on the name of his department. Essentially he's like a Westophile. While people were playing like Dragon Quest and like other games, he got like a computer to play DOS games, to play like RuneScape, to play Morrowind, to play other like text adventures. He taught himself a little bit of English to go through all of that. So he's very much like that was his inspiration. That's why recently with 16, while very baked into Japanese storytelling sensibilities, the way that it's crafted is very much a Western world in a way, like a medieval Western kind of thing. That's why they call it high fantasy.
Yeah, 16 was the first Final Fantasy that I had played since like 10. I hadn't played a Final Fantasy since like Final Fantasy 10.
I mean, 16 is a really good game. I have certain qualms with it that exist predominantly in its story. But I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's a really good FF. I think the action combat is the best that they could have done it. But hey, I mean, you stole the guy who helped make DMC5's combat.
They didn't steal him.
They stole
hired him.
They poached the shit out of him. They
Yeah.
poached the shit out of him after Dragon's Dogma 2 was done. Don't even start.
Don't even start what? He got paid. Stealing him makes it sound
I know,
like
I know.
they kidnapped him at gunpoint.
They
Don't
didn't
even
kidnap
start.
him
Yeah,
at gunpoint.
They had like the van. They were waiting for him to get out of work. and they
Yeah,
just
the
jumped him,
Yakuza van. No, that would be Sega.
Yakuza-
That would
Yakuza
yeah, the man
van.
was playing EverQuest back in the day. Like that's how much of a Western MMO guy he was.
Applications for mining private data via illicit means with the intent to make it public. And I've made this request before, and I make it again. Please refrain from disseminating mine data. So
Every
dressing
6
up
months
the
or so,
female
or every
hero
year,
in a
I feel like he
dark
has
mine
this.
outfit
We
that
have this
was yet to
conversation.
release was probably not the best idea.
You are not to use any materials for any other purpose that is illegal or is likely to bring the Square Enix name or the materials into dispute.
While Rain was
Don't
adamant that the
goon.
event itself was a
Don't
safe
goon
for work
in
family
VC
friendly party that
or
took
your
place in a
ERPs. Don't do ERP, guys. Okay. It is weird. I'm not gonna lie. NSFW, it's just weird. I get it. There are people that enjoy it. It's not me shitting on them. But it is just weird doing it in a game where like you have
Just do your ERP in a Discord.
no,
text
no.
call like an
No.
adult,
Don't
you
do
know?
it in Discord. Don't do it in our Discord.
I'm
Don't-
not
don't
saying our
encourage
He's
that
not
Discord.
saying. He's not saying your Discord. He's
Yeah, but you
saying
know
a
what?
Discord.
Someone will come around and say that in our Discord they can
I
do
want
ERP.
everyone. I want everyone in this chat to literally go into our Discord and just do ERP.
No. That
Every
breaks the
single one
fucking
of you.
rules. Chat, don't do that. Chat,
Specifically, go into Falgi's DMs and ERP. with him.
don't do that. Okay, don't do that in my. If you do that in my DMs, I will block you. Do not do that in my DMs, for the love of God. Lord help me if you did that.
public area
Lord
of the game,
above.
the billboard prominently displays a link to their Discord server that, while locked behind an R18 confirmation, features a number of not safe for work channels, like the lewd character.
Yes, never European roleplay. If you European roleplay, you're weird.
mods.
That's how you get,
Square
like-
treats not safe for work
I don't know.
roleplay content
That's how you
with
get
the
diseases.
same
Tuberculosis.
don't task, don't tell mentality. As long
I
as
like
it
how we had the same thought. It's how you get disease. Which is really mean.
I don't think
occurs
so.
in private chat between two consenting players. Now, while this
I
is
mean,
a
it is when you look at like there's like Germany has better healthcare system than we do.
So it's mean to us?
Yeah, it's
We
mean
can be
to
mean to
us.
us.
It's
I don't
mean to
care.
us. Oh
Yeah, take that, Germany, with your
Take
better
that,
health
Germany,
care.
with your better healthcare system.
You dirty Germans.
Oh God.
a bit of a stretch, some players were afraid that the billboard, complete with official Final Fantasy
Yeah,
That's
14
crazy.
logo,
That's the crazy part.
It's like you didn't put like a copyright thing. You just said all rights reserved, but you literally put like their copyright trademarking on there. That's insane.
and legal information could negatively affect how the game is seen from a ratings perspective. As my friend Doplex explored in his video on GTA 5's hot coffee controversy, even the faintest whiff of sexual content in your game can leave it stamped with the dreaded adults only rating, which heavily restricts its availability. Players were once again afraid that such scrutiny might force Square to tighten up its otherwise relaxed approach to how players interact.
Yeah, that was a
in
big
private.
deal.
Yeah.
You are not to
I
use
could
the
see that.
materials for any sales or commercial use.
Yeah.
Given the splash this made in the community, people
So there are games, and specifically 14 tries to do this. I do know of that, where they just really don't want you to use their game to make money off of. And I'm okay with that. Selling materials and crafting materials, when crafting is very accessible in this game, is weird. Like, This game has very accessible crafting. I hate crafting in MMOs. It's very accessible. So it is weird, like, selling materials for real world money, especially the non-alcoholic drinks. That's bizarre.
Well,
look,
so
just-
they're not selling those for cash. They're selling them through through Gil. Like that's stuff that you would sell. That's something your character would buy. That's not something you would buy. It's not like a donation or anything. A lot of these events are run with no money, no actual cash.
Mm-hmm.
So when something costs like 300 gil or 300 or whatever or 5,000, they're talking about in-game currency and something that you would, and it's kind of like a tip to the people that are running the events, because generally they're not going to get any money, but if you wanted to give them anything, you could just hand them over a small sum because, you know, they're taking time out of the day to be essentially an NPC for you at these events.
Yeah.
Scrutinized the event. Initial estimates of the billboard were in the tens of thousands of dollars, and gamers assumed this money had to come
Lord.
from somewhere nefarious. The event itself was free, so instead it was believed that they misappropriated funds from a previous charity event. In Rain's defense, they were able to provide proof of their donations from said charity event, and confirmed that the cost of the billboards was $160 for 2 billboards over 2 days. Which they
That's
probably-
still... That's so cheap. I mean, there are people that do shit like that.
It makes me want to get a billboard.
We
Like,
should get an Opp Block channel billboard. We just for
That'd be
shits and
crazy.
giggles.
I don't know where we'd put it.
LA, maybe.
Yeah,
It'd be
okay.
probably really expensive for LA. But
it's
you could
really
do it.
expensive. You're right.
But
Okay, that's the goal.
that's the goal, guys. Keep on donating, and we ourselves will make a billboard. We'll commission an artist, and we'll do a billboard. How about that, chat? Or we'll make a really bad, and I mean really bad art, like clip art.
Maybe right.
Finally, you are only to use the materials for personal use on your or third-party blogs, homepages, and or social networking services.
Oh, and wait, what's this?
Oh, Texas billboards!
So the billboard was of dubious legality.
Put it in a
But
random
according to
town?
legal expert
No.
DJ Potate, legally, a team went over the poster. The Final
No, they
Fantasy
didn't.
XIV
No, they did
also
not.
known as closeted furries, were unsure how to respond to the billboard. On one hand, people found it a hilarious reflection of some of the more eccentric aspects of the game's community, laughing at the idea that somebody wasted IRL Guild to confuse some Texans for a couple days. Others, primarily those who engage in the same sort of roleplay that Rain was promoting, were worried about the ramifications that such a high-profile blunder could have on the game and how they moderate player interactions. Following the backlash from the community, Rain took down the billboard after only 2 days.
Okay.
We kind of listened to the actual FF14 players, and we don't
Okay,
want to stress
they
anyone else in
realized
the
they
community
fucked
out
up.
about them staying up and forcing Square Enix's hand on the matter. In fairness, while Square Enix would have a case here, the likelihood of a full-on legal dispute was unlikely.
Why?
Had the billboards not been taken down prematurely, Square Enix would have most likely sent a cease and desist.
Yeah, it would have
to
just
the
been a
company that
C&D.
owns the billboards. But legal troubles were quickly becoming the least of Rain's problems.
What happened?
Trolls began flocking to their Discord, quick to read.
Oh no,
A
not
number
the
of them
trolls.
impersonated staff and did a suspiciously good job of acting out the role of an enraged Discord.
Oh my
mod.
god.
Okay, everyone, since you don't listen when I'm nice, I'm gonna get mean. Reacting to messages with a clown, a skull, or a nerd face isn't funny.
Wow, they really fucked them.
The red
Oh,
line on
God.
Water Drop confirms they were new users and not mods or staff, but that didn't stop these screenshots.
Yeah, how did you
circulating
pretend
on
to be a
Twitter and
mod?
YouTube. Apparent evidence of
How,
the
like-
meltdown occurring.
Like, why would you allow this? You should have like a couple. Oh yeah, you would have like a system in place.
Something should be in place.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. If your Discord's an open community where you pass, especially if it should be on a billboard, you don't have to
Yeah.
expect somebody to troll
Yeah,
you.
you did stuff as an open billboard. It's just like one of those things. That's so bizarre.
That's so funny.
scenes. It seems they weren't far from the truth either, as many of their staff found out about the billboard at the same time the community did.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. Imagine all your Discord mods are like, fuck it, I'm out. Why would you guys do this? Oh, that's so funny.
At the lack of consultation, a number of them quit as a result. Rain was also accused of doing this whole stunt to get the attention of Asmongold after it came out that they had submitted a post about it.
What? What?
This might have been around the time when Asmongold was playing.
Asmongold?
Yeah, he's a streamer.
Yeah, I know who he is. Maybe we'll cover
Oh?
that video one day.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Well,
that's...
hey, that's rude.
What are you gonna do? You gonna kiss me?
What?
Kiss me.
You got kissed last night. Why you gotta get another kiss today?
I would
Why
like
you
a
two
kiss
in one
from you.
week? Ugh. Play the video.
To his subreddit. But I mean, who would do something like that? Still, with no explicit discouragement from Square Enix, Rain decided to press on with the event regardless, and the community geared up for what would no doubt be an absolute mess of an event.
Oh, yeah.
The event was an absolute mess.
Oh, God.
But to everyone's surprise, that only made it better. And a brilliant example of no publicity is bad publicity, the party was so popular that the server it took place on had wait times of
Well, there we
several
go. That
hours,
seems
and
interesting.
so many players that it struggled to render anyone more than 10 feet away from you. Characters of all
That also
shapes
depends
and
on your rig,
sizes
too.
Yeah.
danced, showed off their
Yeah,
rare
and also,
mounts,
like,
and
you could turn off specific effects. It actually makes it a lot easier.
dressed up in their Sunday best.
Oh,
creating
God,
quite-
so many bikinis.
It was a beach party.
Yeah, I guess it was a beach party. Greg, can we go to a beach party?
Okay.
Oh, nice. That makes me happy. What beach should we go to?
I like Redondo.
Oh, okay. We can go to Redondo Beach. Sick.
spectacle. Although the billboard specifically advertised their private in-game house as the location, later announcements clarified it
Wait,
would
pause
only
it.
be taking place
Yes.
We can go to Vespucci Beach in GTA 5.
Vespucci Beach in GTA 5. All right. I'm digging it.
on the public beach outside.
I'll meet you
This
in ERP, baby.
didn't stop players attempting to enter the house anyway, and when it became apparent nobody was being let in, a group of enterprising players recreated Habbo Hotel's infamous pools closed meme.
Oh my god,
They were
no!
apparently suspended. All in all, despite the harm that could have been done, the community embraced the event and turned it into something positive. Nobody was banned as a direct result of the billboard. The game's terms of service remain as relaxed as always, and Rain has accepted their reputation as the billboard-free company, cracking jokes about it. and events
Okay.
they've
Hey,
run
at
ever
least
since.
this is a happy ending.
Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing? You know, hey.
I am ready for the next video.
Why? What about the next video is concerning?
There's there's two bits that are specifically in 14. One's about 11, which is kind of funny, but one of them in 14, I have an additional tangent that I would like to go on that I have not told you about. But
Chat, do you see?
we're doing it live.
First off, we're doing it live, and Greg is going to teach us more about FF14's crazy little gooner dramas.
Happy birthday, Leia. This has nothing to do with
What do you mean it has nothing to do with gooning?
No, I was gonna say it doesn't, but it does. Or what my portion does.
Do we goon in the VC, everybody?
I hope not.
Chat, are we ready to goon? Is this about
Yeah, the absolute virtue is the one thing that's not about 14. That's the one part that's about 11. It's interesting. It's just in this video.
All right. Chat, are we ready to goon? Can I get what's in the chat for gooning? I can't even do it with a straight fucking face. Oops.
Chat, if you goon, hit 1.
No, please don't goon in the VC. Tell Falgi about AV, please. What?
I don't know AV.
I guess that's absolute virtue. Just
It's that's the short note. It's he'll talk about it in here, but it's the 18-hour boss fight.
okay. Chat. Let's go dragooning.
Final Fantasy, the series that constantly defies its own name in order to tell as many stories as they can about spiky-haired
Ba,
babies
ba, ba,
stabbing
ba.
God. Equally famous for its
Ba, ba,
contributions to
ba,
both
ba.
gaming and
Q, I can't ruin Legend of Dragoon for you. Its publisher already did that.
Oh yeah,
hentai.
Tifa, honorary
This-
Italian.
Oh, yes. So I've seen that fucking...
Yes, we all have. We all hit one in the chat.
Listen. The Italian Senate Tifa Lockhart thing is maybe
Amazing.
one of the funniest fucking things that I've
It's amazing.
ever witnessed on the internet. It's just the sheer panic. I forget, I think it was confirmed that somebody like got into that Zoom call and started playing it, right? It wasn't like a government official, right?
I don't know. I honestly, I don't want to know. I just want to.
No, I wanna
I like the
know.
legend being what it is. I like it. I like that she's honorary Italian. And
Yeah, I
and-
will, because Tifa is best girl. Aerith is bullshit.
you're so weird. When Cloud has two hands.
No, okay. I know. If I was really weird, I would say Jessie is best girl. I don't know where this, oh my
Jessie.
god, she's alive now bullshit, she's Cloud's true love shit is coming from.
I don't know.
I don't know. Listen, but I will say this: isn't Jessie dead? No, because in remake,
No.
they're all alive. Everybody is
Spoilers.
alive, so they can fix the timeline.
Fix. Because people can't. Because you can't have growth, and
Yep.
you can't have meaningful change,
Yep.
and you can't have a complete story. You have to have characters that are marketable so that they can sell you T-shirts and toys and
Yeah.
mugs and pencils.
I mean, I can't wait
And
for them. I
backpacks.
can't wait for them to cure Cloud of the Mako sickness so he doesn't die.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where this game is go. Like, guys, this is not a spoiler. This is very clearly what they're doing. Because Cloud can't die, because that's weird if Cloud dies. That's an Advent Children's spoiler. You're fine. You're all perfectly fine.
It's a different timeline. We can't get into it here. This isn't
no.
the
I will. Please stop sending things to my DMs. I'm begging you. Don't do that again. God damn it.
legendary series is not without its troubles. These are the many scandals of Final Fantasy.
Oh,
My
God.
fellow Americans, I am once again in geology's top secret
You
government-funded
can skip this
flesh room,
ad.
Oh, yeah,
where they
yeah, yeah.
test
It's-
and
it's good,
ingest
but,
the items you add to your trial.
Oh, God.
That's G-E-O-L-O-G.
The good ad. Oh yes, the
In
Grub Hub.
mid-2021, Final Fantasy
Okay.
XIV data
Yep.
miners excavated references to an emote that read /eat pizza, which worryingly implies that Italians exist within the world of Eorzea. A dubious source, also known as a screenshot of a tweet, stated that this was part of an upcoming Grubhub promotion. But that sounds fucking stupid, so everyone just thought it was a joke. Still, this wasn't entirely out of the question. Final Fantasy XIV had previously run a similar promotion with Butterfinger, where you could earn yourself a big, beautiful chocolate orb to ride
God.
around on if you fingered enough butt.
What?
Curs. In December, it was announced that the Eat Pizza emote came from an upcoming Grubhub promotion. That sounds fucking stupid, and it is, which only made it all the more enticing for FF14's player base. For a limited time, place an order on Grubhub and use promo code NWalker at checkout to earn your own Eat Pizza emote. Plus, get free delivery powered by
So
the
this
Grubhub
reminds me of
guarantee.
the fucking Pizza Hut meme from Code
Oh, okay.
Geass. I don't know
The-
if you know that.
The tomato thing?
No, they had like Pizza Hut advertisements in the fucking anime.
That's funny.
It was like a whole big thing.
Well, Final Fantasy 15 had ramen noodle advertisement.
Yeah, I mean, nothing beats the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater and all of those references, the Calorie Mate and everything. Those are one of my favorite
The original run of Death Stranding had the monsters.
Yes, the Monster Energy drinks. Yes, because
Those are
fucking
great.
Kojima loves product placement, which is the most.
You know what? He's an auteur. I can't knock him
but it's
for
just
it.
so it's
I
the
can't be
most like
mad at him.
anti-auteur thing ever.
I know, it's so blatant, and I can't get mad. It's like the scene in Wayne's World where like, can I offer you a Pepsi or Coke? Well, how about a Pepsi? And then he has the Doritos. Like, there's, it's so good because it's like, yes, it's stupid.
Ay, ay, ay.
So why am I gonna hide it? It's right in your fucking face.
Lord help me. Hold up. Straight from Eric's Blue themselves. Kotaku article from May. Oh my god, wait, this is
Okay.
recent. Wait,
you need a,
what is happening?
I had a whole bit here, but it's fine. Oh, Kotaku's all fucked up.
It's a Mountain
yes.
Dew mount.
Yes, they had the Mountain Dew mount. They
Wait, was this
also
what you were
had-
gonna tell me about?
That was this and other things, but Eric's Blue couldn't win, I guess. They had the Butterfinger Choco Pokeru. They had the this Eat Pizza emote. They had the Mountain Zoo, which is the Mountain Dew collab one.
God.
And they have the Porksy. Type in Final Fantasy 14 Boba collab. Just type that.
FF14 Boba.
Yeah, the Gongcha.
Oh, Gongcha. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I need you to know one thing. I have all 4 of these, and I've participated in all of these events to get them. No, the scroll up, the fucking thing on the top. No, scroll up. Scroll up.
You the
that
pig?
thing.
The
mount.
piggy?
Yes, I have all 4 of them.
There's
need you to
multiple
know.
piggies?
No, I have no. You idiot! That the 4 collabs. What are you misunderstanding me?
The only collab I ever did was the Yokai Watch one. Oh, you have all of these.
That's what I'm saying. The ones I just listed, the 4 that I listed.
Okay,
how are you
so
not
my
understanding
brain-
what numbers are?
Listen, no, it's me like doing things.
You dork.
Oh Lord, man! All of these foodie collabs.
Yes, I have all the food collabs. That was
Oh.
That's what I. And there's one more thing I wanted to get to in this video.
Okay, well we'll get there.
It'll be
when we get there.
after. We'll get there.
We'll get there
But
when
yes.
it gets there.
So at the time, these collabs were very few and far between. Now they've been kind of more and more frequent because they work. Also, this is when this is done, I will do an addendum, or I'll do add more context. But go ahead.
Okay.
Place during the game.
Oh, it seems like a lot of people were unable to get the boba mounts.
Yes.
Oh,
so a lot of people couldn't get them. Gongchas were like mostly East Coast, and then like 2 in LA, and there's none near me, so I had to have a friend help me out. But and this was funny on the subreddit, once they were done, they're like, oh, we have to throw these away, so I'm just gonna give these out. So a lot of people just handed them out to people because they had so many.
I see. Interesting. Weird.
Awards on Thursday, December 9th, with so many players enticed by the idea of their beautiful Vieira scarfing down mouthfuls of cheesy sauce dough. Outrage occurred when it was discovered that you could only redeem the emote on 1 character per account. This isn't as bad as in alt-heavy MMOs like World of Warcraft, as you can theoretically do all the content on 1 Final Fantasy XIV character. But it's still frustrating for the players who play multiple characters for whatever reason. Furthermore, and I can't really understand why, Square Enix believed that only Americans would be interested in the consumption of greasy, high-calorie foods, and as such, the promotion was unavailable anywhere else. But even if you did live in America, the rollout on December 9th was less than ideal. Final Fantasy XIV players, who would never normally spend money on fast food, were enraged when they discovered that their order wasn't even guaranteed to get an emote code. After not receiving any evidence on my receipt/order confirmation that I applied the discount code, I reached out to Grubhub support. It didn't seem like they were able to apply it to my order retroactively.
No.
So I think I just paid $25 for an emote that I won't get. Parentheses. Didn't need the food. Just an FYI, if you placed your Grubhub
It's just leftovers.
order
Yeah,
through their
I don't know.
website, there is a very
People are
high
just upset.
likelihood
Yeah,
but
well, I get it.
but there are
It's
errors
mo-
on it.
it's-
There's
it's a
only so many amount of licenses that they have for it, so many redeems, etc. That's just all it is.
It was just a really like poorly conceived idea because it was only localized to a specific country.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Can we please get hashtag Grubhub doesn't care trending on Twitter? They clearly don't give a single fuck. They made millions off us in a weekend and aren't refunding, aren't attempting
It crashed Grubhub as well. Okay, that's funny.
I
Dude,
downloaded Grubhub just for this.
I used to.
I never use. I dislike using food
Food delivery?
service apps. Food delivery. Couldn't think of the word. I just don't do it because it's expensive and adds up really quickly.
Yeah.
But hey, cat. But I specifically downloaded Grubhub for this stupid eat pizza emote.
That's wild.
anything.
Greg,
to
are
fix
you
the
part
situation.
of Team Hashtag Eat Pizza?
Oh God, hello.
I don't
Cat.
need to be. I don't need to be on a team because I won. I already got my emote.
What do you mean?
done.
Oh yeah, you did get it. You got your emote.
What do you mean emote?
Oh, this is welcome to Final Fantasy 14. We're learning about all the dramas, ERP and otherwise.
It's understandable.
Understandable.
I'm beyond pissed. It turns out the codes were being sent out a week after the promotion ran.
Okay, I won't lie though. That fucking t-shirt is fire.
I want that shirt.
I want that shirt for real, for real. That's a fire fucking t-shirt.
Which only further confusion. Nobody, not even Grubhub customer support, knew or cared what was going on. The terms and conditions claimed that the codes were limited in number and would be served on a first come, first ordered a medium Big Mac combo basis. Meanwhile, some customer support reps claimed that the codes would be distributed via a lottery system and that they were limited to only 2,000 codes per day. But it turns out both were wrong. In a later FAQ, short for frequently asked questions, it was revealed that there was no limit to the amount of potential pizza performance participants and that they didn't use a lottery system. Unfortunately, this did nothing to ease the pain of the many users who, tragically, could still not eat pizza. Over the coming months, players grew frustrated at their lack of code.
Not
Some
the
declined
codes!
legal action, claiming that a class action lawsuit could be coming.
The numbers,
from
Mason.
Grubhub
What do they
and
mean?
Square
What do they
Enix.
mean?
Now, on one hand, it is pretty poor form to run this big promotion and then not have the infrastructure to support it. On the other hand, it's an emote that makes your character eat pizza in Final Fantasy 14. I
use
could
it a
tell you
lot.
that the
Uh-huh.
players fought the good
Of
fight,
course you
and
do,
Square
because
Enix
you got it. You can.
I know.
Ooh.
There's an update. Let him finish. There's an
Yeah.
update. Boo.
Yeah, I use the thing. Yeah, sure.
them have the pizza emote. I wish I could tell you that. But Final Fantasy 14 is no fairy tale world. Weeks, months, and even years later, many players were still unable to eat pizza. Truly,
What is
one of
happening?
the most tragic stories I've covered yet.
I'm gonna link you something real quick. Pause it.
Okay.
I'll link it. I'll link it directly to you. Hold on.
What is
Where the hell are you?
What is happening?
Where the hell?
What does this stream become sometimes?
So you can pull it up.
Oh boy. Chat.
You can buy it
Oh
now.
God. Eat the pizza for $7.
So again, it's only for one character, but if you missed out on that promo crossover event, you can just get it now if you are so inclined.
Eat.
Like it's just a big hullabaloo over nothing really because it still exists. It's there. But for a long time, it was just exclusive to that collab, and those codes were just
They were lost
seemingly
to
hard
time.
to get hold of.
Yeah.
Kind of. But this is just the way of things. That they have a couple things that are older that have just cycled back in. The only thing from like older events that it's like you spent $40 on Amazon or whatever, so you get this emote that hasn't come back yet. There was a different Chocobo that hasn't come back yet. But everything, the Choco Pokoro one came back. The chocolate one came back. Eat Pizza you can buy here. The Mountain Zoo one and the Gongcha Porksy, King Porksy, those ones
shit.
are so new that they have not come back yet.
Huh?
But
Is
they'll most likely come
Hi,
back.
Mishi.
Mishi.
Mishi,
Mishi.
Mishi, you can come into the call if you wanted to. So you can you could complain all about FF14 if you really wanted to. You can pop into the call. If you jumped into any part, we'll just drag you in.
What else
If
was I
you
gonna
wanted to,
say?
I'm just saying.
Was it in Final Fantasy where there was a shortage of that hippo emote?
What's the
Or
No,
hippo
it's not a
emote?
there's just a hippo emote that's that's existed for years. The price went up because Mudang exists now.
I would die for
Oh,
that hippopotamus. I love
I
Mudang.
don't understand. What did I just get sent? What did you send?
Bro, I love Mudang.
Okay, there is a fan comic.
Oh, okay. I need to tell. Okay, you read this comic. You go right a fucking head and you fucking read this
All right,
comic.
all right, all
You
right, all right.
motherfucker. This
Chat.
guy. This is okay.
Hi,
Oh my
chat.
god, Killjoy. I didn't want to talk about this guy. Go ahead. You read. Come on.
Hold up. I'll do it this way because it is easier to read it this way. I think.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's
Holy
easier to
shit.
read it this way.
Okay.
All
you
right,
read
chat.
this.
Here we go, chat.
Can you make it any bigger?
I'm gonna make it bigger. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make it so chat is.
Yeah.
Okay, so chat.
That's fair.
I'm gonna read this comic for all of you. What kind of voice would this guy have? What kind of voice do we want?
High-pitched
Cringe.
nasal.
High pitched
Nasal?
nasal. Go ahead. Yeah. High pitched.
Okay. All right. Vegas. I was looking forward to this trip. I was looking forward to this trip forever. After 2 whole weeks of arduous work travel, I could finally have some time off to relax and have fun. It was time to finally meet some of my FF14 friends for the first time IRL. First was Bane, our resident tank. There's also Val, our shot caller and our healer. Rose the leader, she's our bard. And lastly, there's Eve. He's often just our fill for pretty much any content, smiley face. Mr. Octuplet Legend. We had everything planned. Fancy dinners to eat, the Vegas shows to attend, and it was all going to happen all weekend long. We met on Thursday night and had an excellent dinner together. After all, our first Vegas night together, we all retired to our rooms, excited for the FanFest first day. Well, let me drink a little bit of water because I'm dry right now.
Yeah, you're doing really good. I'll give a little bit of backstory.
I do know what
hadn't been
FanFest
around.
is.
What for the chat? What the fuck?
I know. I'm just letting you know before you.
I
ask
know
me.
you know. I know you know everything. I know you're Felgi King Yapper. FanFest is Final Fantasy's conventions. They hadn't had a FanFest because of COVID for a couple years. It had been some time. So this was a big deal, and because it had grown so big because of Shadowbringers and Endwalker, there was such a big influx of new people wanting to attend this convention. So they had a lottery system for tickets. 4 of my friends that I know personally got their tickets, and 4 of them went, and they all hung out, and they were able to go. But not every. It was pretty much half of my friend group who tried were able to get. But it was very limited.
All right. Chat, are we ready?
Friday, the first day of FanFest, 7 a.m. Brrr. What the hell was that? Probably just my body not used to the extreme heat. 20 minutes later. Dayquil and mask up? Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
I'll give this guy a deep voice. You know, I'm going to be there at 7 a.m. I hear some people are even planning to line up at 5 a.m.
F's just being crazy. No way it'll be that. Ooh.
This is FanFest 2023.
Bad? Jesus Christ, the insanity! It's 8 a.m. and the doors won't even open till 10 a.m. And so we joined the line. The crazy part, it was already 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Funnily enough, the same weekend there was a basketball event going on in the same hall too. With each passerby, you could definitely tell who was going to which gathering. Finally, after a long wait at the doors, The doors finally opened! The line was moving. We can finally feel the sweet, sweet AC! Lord help me.
Right, since it was in the same hall, could they have just bought tickets for the basketball event and just gone to Final Fantasy instead?
You get
well,
passes,
they
and
literally
they like
just
hang over your head, and there's people like guarding essentially on both ends of the halls. So like if you
Yeah.
walked up with your NBA pass, they would turn you away.
I was about to say they literally
That's-
just showed
that's
someone
lame.
getting turned away.
Yeah,
Um,
you could try, but yeah.
The first thing that greets you is this gigantic banner. The air was filled with anticipation. Val tried to sneak in, but was unfortunately spotted and turned away. He went back to his hotel to watch the keynote via stream. The show floor was really cool, with each area themed after an in-game zone. Each zone had their own mini-game. Playing them all gets you a special gift. I never found out what that gift was. What?
Not a real fan.
Oh, God. When the keynote started, the place got jam-packed. So packed that I did get quite nervous. Honestly, the keynote was fairly predictable and mid. In hindsight, I wasn't sure what I expected, considering that they saved the cool stuff for the Japan Fan Fest anyways. I believe that changed recently.
Usually they'll do one that's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a home and an away one. The
Yeah.
away ones they'll have like the name of the upcoming expansion, and the
Mhm.
home ones they'll have like just some more information. That's just
Yeah.
like the timing of them essentially, but it's not really.
What?
It doesn't really matter.
What the fuck have I come back to?
We're reading a fan fiction, or a
No,
a comic, not a
we're-
fan fiction. It's
a
a comic.
It
I
is a
will
comic
say
of
comic.
one of the more fun
comic.
things
Okay.
about
Nonfiction.
the fan fest is the game designer and director Yoshi P. He will wear T-shirts that are allusions to the classes or specific things that are being released in the game.
Yeah.
So it is really, really cool. I will say that's one of my favorite things about it's one of my
Yoshi P?
favorite things about it.
I'm learning so
Okay.
much about Furry Fantasy 14.
Yes. That is the long way of saying yes.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Hold on, voice check. How are you doing, man?
Oh, me, I'm fine.
Yeah, how's your
All
voice,
right, all
buddy?
right.
That voice is actually easy. It's just
Oh,
really, really hot.
alright.
It's just like really energetic. So I gotta be.
So was this in Arizona?
Yeah, this is
Nevada.
Vegas.
It's Las Vegas.
Was
Viva
Vegas, okay.
Las
That's more-
Vegas.
yeah.
So
And they
also
left people outside for hours, I'm guessing.
well just the line to get in took forever.
I mean, that was
Okay.
TwitchCon
be-
too, and Vegas.
Yeah. From this angle, from this photo, if he was placed where he is there, my friends have said that they were near this area.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this feels like a okay, whatever picture. All right. All right. Yes, the sexy lion women are in the game, and I am very happy. During the whole time, I was just nervous thinking about the crowd rush. Oh man, if everyone rushes from the activities in the back, by the time the keynote ended, my legs were killing me. There we go. Big breath, everybody. Big breath. 1:30 p.m. After the keynote, we quickly made for the exit and opted to go to Gordon Ramsay's Burger for lunch. Oh, crap. Suddenly, I felt chills and body aches during our walk over. My condition worsened when we arrived. The burger I ordered looked like a daunting foe. I could feel Gordon ever-judging face staring at me, pounding at my insanity.
Raw.
Fuck! It's fucking raw!
It's fucking raw.
It's fucking raw!
Fucking raw.
I can't do a really good British accent, but it's okay.
Eat fucking raw, ain't it? There, I did it. I did it perfect.
In it, bruv.
All I can do.
In it, bruv.
All right. Let me get back to this. All I could do was pick at my burger. Chills continued to rack my body. I started feeling a heavy pounding behind my eyes. Crap!
Bro, you got heat stroke.
I'm seated so close to the others. I need to go. I guess the Dayquil wore off. I felt so drained that I couldn't even bear a trip with the monorail. Opting for an Uber instead, I quickly got back to the hotel and collapsed, feverish and nauseous. Sleep didn't come easy. My whole body was under the sheets, felt like it was on fire. Meanwhile,
God.
my head felt like a tundra with the AC blasting. The pain, too! Paired with the congestion, it felt like my head was gonna explode! All I could remember was lying in bed, thinking, this is COVID, isn't it? Later that night, Bane stopped by Walgreens to pick up a COVID test for me. A million questions raced through my head. The hell do I even do? Did I infect the others? Am I stuck in Vegas during quarantine? How much will I have to shell out? How much will changing my flight cost? Oh my god, my work! I don't even have my laptop with me. There goes all my vacation plans. Am I gonna frickin' die? Great job, Hilton. Thanks for being so considerate, taking care of me, and preventing the spread of COVID. All right, here we go. All right, Google will know what to do. Hi. Hi, this is the front desk. Hi. I'm staying here, and I just found out I tested positive for COVID. What are your quarantine policies? Well, sir, we could offer you no-contact room service for basic necessities that you need. But we'll be stopping housekeeping. We hope you understand. Understandable. Will you guys be able to extend my stay for quarantine? I'm sorry, sir. We're a large hotel and we're at full capacity. So, after Sunday, my checkout time, I just out and on my own? Unfortunately, yes, sir. Well, all right then. How about my friends? They're in my suite. Can I move them out to a separate room or move me? Once again, we're at full capacity. Sorry, sir. We hope you feel better soon.
Okay, I thought it was heat starting my COVID. It's the way he was talking about the heat.
Well, that was a useless call. A quarantine would be about 5 days, and I need to extend my stay for 4 more days. That's like roughly $800? Just to fester and suffer alone in a boxed room? The hotel in Vegas folks clearly don't seem to care about spreading it anymore, it seems. All the options are terrible. I need to go home. Luckily, the flight change wasn't too costly. FanFest is already a bust for me at this point. I might as well just cut my losses here and at least suffer at home comfortably at home. Screw Vegas. Final Fantasy XIV FanFest was mid. I heard people who lined up at 7 a.m. for merch never even got into the store. The next day, I left at 11 a.m. I left my FanFest wristband behind for Val. He couldn't get a ticket, so at least he can attend with mine. During the whole trip back, I couldn't help but feel like eyes were on me. Was it because of my double masking? Or was I looking particularly sick? All in all, I finally made it home. I felt guilty as hell traveling while sick, but honestly, what was I to do? Hopefully my double masking was effective enough to prevent any spreading. That was legit one of the worst experiences ever. The thought of all of the activities and plans falling through, and not to mention all the money just absolutely wasted. I hope everyone else who went had a good time. But this Pine Martin ended up absolutely miserable. I guess that's his name.
Or his maybe he's a Pine Martin squirrel fox. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Now excuse me as I go to bed wallowing in my own bitterness. The end.
So this guy is ground zero, and he wrote a comic book about it, of giving everyone at FanFest COVID. Famously, tons of people, 3 of the 4 friends that I know who went there got COVID. So many
Are you
people,
fucking for real?
so many
Wait,
people got,
this one guy spread
this
COVID
guy-
everywhere.
this is, I
Yes.
mean, there's no proof, right? But he was there with COVID at the event. Instead of, I don't know, sitting it out, even though, I mean, he paid for it. But this
Okay,
is,
Okay, I'm
this
glad I
is,
have contact. I'm glad I have contact because it sounded like he had heat stroke. I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
okay, this is your own damn fault. But then, like, as it went on, I'm like, oh, it actually is COVID. Okay.
Damn, that does actually suck.
Okay.
That is like the worst. Like the idea of having COVID during that, it's
but
yeah.
this guy is famous for giving everybody COVID at FanFest 2023.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
K-Huck is streaming while we're streaming.
I mean,
Wow.
that's just the nature of everything.
Wow.
Good luck with your
Wow.
stream,
K-Huck.
K-Huck.
Wow.
The fact that Ro had the hopes to be like, damn, this hotel is evil for being a hotel.
I
Like,
mean,
bro,
I
you
do
traveled
get
sick.
it. I mean, like, they didn't know that they were sick.
What are you doing? We can see all this. We can see all this.
I
You know
don't
that.
care. I had to go to
Okay.
I had to find the videos. I had to go to history and go back to
Oh,
the
did
video.
you delete it?
I accidentally
Okay.
clicked out of the video.
Okay.
I mean, listen, it happens. That's just crazy that you created a comic for you essentially giving everybody COVID. That's wild. Like, that's absolutely, like, I feel bad, like, catching COVID, you didn't mean to, it happens, but, like, and I do get it in certain regards because, like, there are hotels, like, if you traveled out of the country, they would be accommodating. I don't know, like, in this instance, if it would have been accommodating, but yeah.
It would have cost a lot either way.
Yeah, it
This
was
is actually
going to
not the
cost.
first
But
unkillable boss
but there you
battle.
go. Ground zero. COVID.
All right. So
COVID,
here is-
COVID comic. That's the thing. Is a
I should mention
self-report.
the pine marten is it's a species of animal. It's not like
Yeah.
a fox or wolf.
Killjoy what? He
Killjoy
caused
was
a
there.
super spreader event and gave me long COVID?
No.
That's wild.
Oh,
I-
man.
Wow.
No.
Well, at least I gave him a really good voice.
Yeah, you probably did him justice.
I think I did him justice. That
Yeah.
is wild.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Covered on this channel, but it's definitely the most bullshit. While EverQuest's Kerafim was unkillable
Okay.
for story reasons,
So
This
this
next
thing
one was
is
an-
an 18-hour raid. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is separate. This is also Final Fantasy
for
11 that he's
mysterious
going to be talking about.
Japanese reasons. Notorious monsters are a special class of enemies in Final Fantasy 11.
Remember, guys, if you want to hear more voice acting, you can donate to the Sloppy Toppy link above, and I'll give you more voice acting.
I'm
You
actually
can
gonna say more
also
sloppy toppy.
donate if you don't want to hear more.
Yeah, you know what? We
No.
play both sides here. We are interested in hearing both sides.
If you want to hear
Yeah.
some more voice acting, donate above. Thank you very much.
In the wise words of KSI, I'm in the thick of it. Everybody
God,
knows.
Oh my
They
god!
knew its nose.
Cat, you were for some reason
From the ring
mega
to the
loud right
pen
now.
to the crown to the bling. What is it?
From the ring to the...
Hold on, I'll remember.
No,
Okay.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I need to know.
Falgi.Exe when?
Lemon, you're too
Falgi
young.
only feet.
Lemon, get off
No.
the internet. You're too young.
Yeah,
Run
Lemon,
the
you're too young.
screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. I always drama when I ring.
Listen, okay,
Love it.
I'll say it out loud. If people paid for an OnlyFans, I would do it. I wouldn't. It doesn't bother me.
Post feet, no balls.
No feet.
10
No,
pans
feet,
and I'll
no.
post my feed.
Post feet.
How much to hear you
10
yell
bands.
Pickle Rick?
I don't know, like $4, maybe 5.
No. More than 4.
It'll scare Leia. She's afraid of Pickles and Rick.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Oh no,
like
I
pickles.
meant me.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, but no, it was Falgi. How much for Falgi? I mean, you can find out if it's enough, whatever you spend.
wow. A blind auction?
Yeah, it's a blind auction. Only I know the amount. Aren't they
And it's
funny?
never enough.
That's exactly the point. Chad, it's
Never
never
enough.
Then it's not a blind auction.
Yeah, I know. Oh, oh.
MO in the series.
I want to
These
know.
goofy
I want to
fuck-
note that. Oh, okay.
No, go on. What do you want to note?
I want to note that I literally I was walking a flight of stairs while I've been streaming with you guys, and I landed so hard on I tripped. You didn't hear it. You didn't hear me trip,
What?
and I landed just incredibly hard on my knee, hard enough that I felt like I was gonna throw up, and I couldn't say anything because I couldn't reach my phone to mute myself.
Bud.
So I just in a stairwell, just going.
Buddy.
We heard you. We did hear you. We
Yeah.
just didn't say
You
anything.
didn't hear. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me.
Bud. Go do your thing at work. Go!
I was just, dude. It had nothing to do. I was just literally climbing a flight of stairs.
Guys, she
and
makes
my
me
toe.
anxious.
But what? But what?
See, now chat's worried about you.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about
See,
it.
everybody's worried about you, Q.
Oh
See,
my God,
Q
Stop it.
pretends
Stop
like nobody likes him, and then we're all worried about him.
all I'm saying is that I wasn't paying attention
Oh,
while
no.
climbing, walking a flight of stairs. My toe caught the end of a step, and I tripped I fell upward.
So
I
Q.
fell up.
So
What?
Q. Lemon asks if you're okay because she
I'm fine.
she understands that falls only get worse with age.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, that's funny. She got
That's
you
because
good, buddy. She got you
I'm
good.
old. I'm just
So,
an
usually
old man
important
now.
plot characters or part of epic quest lines, and have unique moves and loot as a result. Unlike other games that lazily flop their thick, juicy bosses onto the face that is the game's open world, Final Fantasy XI makes you work for their notorious monsters. While some spawn naturally, others require more esoteric methods, like trading items to specific characters. These
I'll be right
bosses
back.
were meant to recreate the optional super bosses from previous Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy VII's Emerald Weapon, or Final Fantasy VIII's Ultimate Weapon, or Final Fantasy IX's No Really Guys, this weapon's the biggest weapon. In April of 2005, Final Fantasy XI received an update that contained a cryptic patch note. New notorious monsters have been added to the Chains of Promathia areas. As mentioned, some of the methods to spawn these notorious monsters can get quite complex, and as such, it
The
took
jailer
us
of
7
prudence,
months
jailer of
from the release
faith,
of this patch
jailer,
to
jailer,
discover
jailer,
the final
jailer,
boss
jailer.
in a long chain of bosses. Absolute
But where's
trash.
Jailer Swift?
Lich Elf Clan, Order of the Blue Garter.
Yeah, where is
Defeated
Jailer
what
Swift,
everyone
chat?
thought was the
Where
final
is
boss
Jailer
of the time.
Swift?
Jailer of Love, only for
Probably
absolute
on her
virtue
private
to
jet.
spawn immediately.
So I had to make the same
Probably
joke.
on the private jet.
Of fighting these max level, well geared players, absolute virtue was down to 98% health. In addition
What?
to a large pool of HP, absolute virtue
Excuse me, do not need the fuck? That's bad.
Or is it like one shot?
That in her private jail, perhaps. You know what? Real. That's like low. That's a very slow boss fight. Damn.
regenerates an insane amount of health per tick. But the real kicker was its cast of Meteor, which will pretty much wipe any group that doesn't specifically build around mitigating its damage. While some strategies were devised over the following months, it was almost a full year later that the first kill occurred. Players used a method that allowed them to exploit the walls in the zone in order to deal damage to enemy adds on the other side of the wall with no fear of being attacked back. After a few more Link shells scored kills this way, Square Penix came down on them like a sack of Final Fantasy themed bricks. I couldn't think of something Final Fantasy themed that you'd put in a sack that was heavy. So apparently the only viable method found after almost a year of attempts was deemed unacceptable, and players who used it faced ban warnings. Still, this wasn't entirely unreasonable, as pretty much any MMO would consider terrain exploits cheating. A second method was eventually found, which involved a group of Dark Knight players using a combination of multi-hit weapons and certain spells.
So they metagamed it. They figured it out. Good on them.
To deal huge amounts of damage at once. Interestingly, this method was also deemed incorrect by Square Enix. Absolute Virtue was patched in order to gradually resist one of the key spells in the strategy, rendering it useless. Unlike the wall method, this used 0 exploits and was simply a creative combination
Yes, Q, we all like his shirt. We do want it.
of weapons and skills, as players grew increasingly frustrated with Square Enix for arbitrarily changing the rules. The developers decided to throw the players a bone by giving them a hint during the Vanifest conference in 2006. By killing specific creatures and then attacking Absolute Virtue with elemental spells based on which in-game day it was, you could nullify.
Come on, there's no fucking way.
It's just stupid.
That's insane and so obtuse.
His powerful
It's unnecessary.
The game straight up said, no, you're not allowed to win.
It was still far too difficult for even the most dedicated players to figure out. Another year passed, and players had still not found a legitimate means of defeating Abhorrent Vagina.
Abhorrent vagina.
Square once again released a hint, this time in the form of a video. While it initially raised more questions than answers, players eventually deduced that they were trying to show that you could lock out Absolute Virtue's powerful abilities by countering them with your own. Both players and Absolute Virtue have abilities.
Square Enix
called
said,
2-hour
you can win
skills,
if you get
which
good.
are
Yeah,
powerful
get good.
moves that have a 2-hour-long cooldown.
2-hour-long cooldown?
Absolute Virtue's
That's
2-hour
crazy.
skills, a
That's
player
so
would have to cast
old
the
MMO brain.
exact
That's so old MMO brain, but kind of amazing though.
Yeah.
Like you do 99, like you do max 99999 damage. This skill is 2 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
The cooldown 2 hours long. You know what? Respect. It's now 1 hour. It's
Oh, good.
still so long.
Good.
I love that though. Actually, that's super. Like, I actually would appreciate if more games did that.
same skill at the exact same time he does. That might not sound too bad, but the timing on this was so tight that by the time the combat log told you that Absolute Virtue was casting, it was already too late. While Square Enix's video did show them beat Absolute Virtue using this method, the fact that they were either using an
They
internal
made a
test
video
server
is
or their close
hilarious.
proximity to the actual game servers meant their latency was low enough that hitting this unforgiving time window was possible. Even with this method, it was revealed by a GM that the fight would take 18 fucking hours
Holy
to complete.
shit.
Ironic for a game that opens with a splash screen reminding you not to let the game overtake your life. Around this time, another Link shell started to have a hoon on a different undefeated notorious monster,
Oh my
the
god.
Pandemonium Warden, which I think is just another name for Riot Police. The players estimated it'd be a 3 to 6 hour long fight, and that
Okay.
if it went over 8 hours, then it was just 18 hours later, they posted, people were passing out and getting physically ill. We just
Okay, guys. You should not play a game to the point where you pass out. That's insane.
Also, the game should not be developed in a way where you might pass out.
Yeah,
if you
that
play it
too.
for too long. So there's a different point to that. He gets to it. Go on. Go.
No, keep continuing.
No. It'll
decided
come
to
up
end
in the
it
next
before we
segment.
risk
That's fine.
turning into a horrible news story about how video games ruin people's lives. Fight start
God.
time 3:30 p.m. EST. End time 9 a.m.
That's
Fuck you, Square
wild.
Enix. They would later clarify what happened in a blog.
Yeah,
post.
how do
18
you
hours
pee?
Is not the length of the fight. It is the length of our attempt. There is no doubt in my or anyone else's mind that to beat it, you would need another 2 to 5 hours.
Why?
Making this closer to a 20 to 24 hour fight. Most members took no breaks at all, outside of waiting for weakness to wear if they died. Personally, I never even went to piss. Adrenaline
I never
covered
went to
everything for me. We
piss.
did not take shit.
Why would
Weird
you
flex.
admit?
Weird flex. Weird.
Why would you admit? I never went to piss. Chat. I'm a never pee.
Shifts or rotate, and did not expect an 18-hour fight. After the media began to pick up on the ridiculousness that was an 18-hour fight, as well as players, saying that they don't want to do that, Square Enix announced that they would be making changes to both the Pandemonium Warden and
That's
Absolute
funny,
Virtue.
though. I have to
The
admit that
past
that
2 weeks
actually
have
is,
seen
like, mega
considerable
funny.
Feedback from players regarding the amount of time required to combat the Pandemonium Warden, a recently implemented notorious monster. Adjustments have been made to Jailer of Love, Absolute Virtue and Pets, and Pandemonium Warden and Pets, in areas such as HP value and behavior. Absolute Virtue and Pandemonium Warden will now vanish 2 hours after their appearance, automatically ending the battle. Final Fantasy XI's level cap was later raised from 75 to 99, and the extra power players had access to meant that Absolute Virtue was finally able to be killed. It's believed that, besides the kills that Square Enix deemed invalid, nobody was able to legitimately kill Absolute Virtue before this change.
Oh, wow. That's kind of wild. Okay, modding your way to
Okay.
victory.
So in the world boss that they're talking about, that's like a marathon type event where like the intention is to figure it out, and over the course of months, or in this case years, you would then eventually beat it. But it was never made in a way that a normal human can conceivably
Yeah.
play and beat it in normal time, like
Yeah.
like 18 hours to 25 hours is inhumane to
Yeah,
ask of
exactly,
your
exactly.
so
I
for
also want to note that it's medically dangerous because if you sit in a chair for and I've read stuff about this when I was in college.
You develop blood
where,
clots. Yeah, you
Yes.
will. You just
after
develop a blood
6
clot.
hours.
Yep. That's why you
Like
stand.
if you don't stand, in like a 6-hour period.
Yep. That's why flights that are over like a specific hour number, you should be walking and or stretching in that chair the entire time. Do not
Yep.
do that.
Yep.
Raids in Final Fantasy XIV are big, fat, juicy, succulent endgame battles run by groups of 8 players. They come in 3 flavors: normal, chocolate, and ultimate, with ultimate being the, ultimate test of skill. But not in a bullshit way like Absolute Virtue, who's also in 14 by the way, although you don't get banned if you beat this one. Much like in other MMOs, raid teams, known as statics, speedrun newly released content for bragging rights over who can get through the most adult diapers in one sitting, and also beat the hardest content first. On January 24th of the year of our Lord 2023, patch 6.31 inseminated Final Fantasy XIV with the game's 5th ultimate raid, the Omega Protocol. 6 days later, the creatively
Okay.
titled Japanese static Unnamed announced that they were the first players to complete the raid. While the proof of their announcement was only a screenshot of their victory,
pause.
most players in the community
Falgi.
Yeah.
Okay. So ultimates are the
I do know what they are, but
Again.
tell chat.
Now
This
I
is-
don't. Okay, you
This
tell
is
chat
a
what
no.
ultimates
This
are.
is a running joke because now I'm
No.
gonna pretend like I know things
No.
and don't know things.
So ultimates are the hardest, most difficult content in the game. Every couple years or so, they put out a new ultimate, which is like a in game. It's like a bard has a reimagining of what a certain conflict you had with your main character had. As a like, what if you did this conflict again, but it was harder? So then you reenact these harder versions of this. So it's all like in lore baked and everything. The way that these are done, and it's the same, very similar in WoW from my understanding, is these get launched. Nobody knows how the fight starts, and then you and the rest of the raid group have to figure out what it is you're supposed to do, figure out what your roles are, figure out all of the new mechanics mean, figure out whatever everything else is. And generally,
ESO does that too.
yeah, it's a big thing in
Yeah, and just MMOs.
and MMOs in general. In WoW, there is a cash prize. They made like a big like a deal about it, and they're like officially, I think, sanctioned events type of thing. From my understanding, they have, like,
I knew that. Like there's like the world races,
world's first races, and 14's never had that. They've just never engaged in that, so there's never really been like money on the line type of thing. But still people are really into like the raiding scene. So that's just like as a primer for this next bit here.
Okay.
He deemed it legitimate and congratulated them on their victory. This celebration would be short-lived. A few hours later, a video was shared of the attempt, which showed that Unnamed had utilized mods in order to achieve their victory.
Use those mods!
Now, mods are a contentious topic amongst the player base. Unlike other MMOs, which let you mod everything from tweaking your UI to adding Bejeweled, every mod is banned in Final Fantasy XIV. Technically. This doesn't stop a lot of players from using them for lewd uses, as we saw in my video on the illegal Final Fantasy build.
The lewds.
Of course, letting a player mod Final Fantasy XIV until it resembles Meat and Fuck Kingdom doesn't affect anyone else's
please don't say that out loud.
experience,
Don't say
so
that.
Square Enix just kind of turns a blind eye to it. The mods used by Unnamed, on the other hand, gave them a distinct gameplay advantage. These mods provided information about party member hitboxes, party member cooldown trackers, and most importantly, a massive adjustment to the camera's maximum zoom distance. This allowed one player to zoom his camera out far enough that they had a full view of the boss arena, which was then streamed to a couple of players who weren't actually fighting in the raid. These players act like coaches or raid leaders, analysing the boss's mechanics and directing the players mid-fight. While this isn't against the rules, being able to zoom out to a full view of the room gives you a clear advantage over the players who can't. As stated in the terms of service for Final Fantasy XIV, the use of third-party tools is strictly prohibited. Players who are determined to be using third-party tools will have their accounts suspended or permanently banned for repeat offenses. It goes without saying that we're aware of world races for high-end.
Okay, so there's a lot of like, he says it like there's like a butting of heads of people who like using mods and people who don't like using mods, and people who do like using mods are still like contention between them and people who like using mods for gameplay purposes and people who like to use them for like dress up purposes. So when it comes to gameplay purposes, the type of content that is available kind of like runs the gamut. There's stuff that will auto fish for you. There's stuff that will run dungeons for you. There's stuff that will let you scroll it as far as possible, like that. And then there's a lot of ones that have the tracker system for cooldowns and things like that for timers. A lot of the timer stuff and the window things, a lot of these things are implemented in WoW, because in WoW you are being impolite and you are being rude to other players if you're not playing the best you can play. In 14, the idea is everybody's trying to learn together, but everybody learns at like different paces type of thing. There's two kind of like different ways of playing MMOs. So everybody has your mods in order to keep track of not only your stuff, but so that everybody else can see your stuff as well, and you can see everybody else's stuff. So it's clear as day. Everybody knows what everyone's doing. Everyone knows timing on everything, and everybody knows who's fucking up, type of thing.
Yeah, I do know, like a parser, right?
A parser, but it's more intricate than that when it comes to like cooldowns on your abilities, so that you know when to pop your defense skills, when to pop like buffs and stuff like that. But if in WoW, if you do not actively track your stuff, and by extension other people's stuff, you are being rude and you are a bad player. In Final Fantasy XIV, since mods are not allowed, tracking this stuff is rude to other players. But also 14 does not allow any mods, because they also have to develop with PlayStation in mind. In PlayStation, you can't install mods either. Because of a lot of the stuff, there's some things that they try to implement where they can, But they always say 14 is such an old game with spaghetti code that it's hard to implement some things. But it is doable. It's just the manpower, things like that. But this is where like world racing comes into effect, where it's like there's a lot of people who will play and will not stream and will win. And generally speaking, a lot of them or all of them, because we don't know, because a lot of the times the people who have done it aren't the streamers, or who have gotten worlds first aren't streamers. They will stream. They won't stream. They will just like stream to themselves type of thing. Whereas people who are streaming, they cannot have any mods because there's like
right.
There's like a morality police kind of about it too, where it's like, oh well, the streamers has mods on, so we have to report them for it. And so a lot of people just do not stream their gameplay at all because anybody can just report them, and then if Square checks it, they can easily just like check the back end.
Yeah, it would be different if they put things like that in the game for training, but they don't do that. So
there are some things that they want to implement. They haven't explained which ones or which mods that they want, but they're kind of like open to feedback about what the more popular, not mods, but what the more popular mechanics or things like that they would want, so that they can implement some of that. But because a lot of the stuff is locked to mods, and mods aren't available on PlayStation, and it gives unfair advantage to PC users over PlayStation users, they don't want to have that available at all, which is why all mods are banned.
Yeah, exactly.
But and that's the little spot there, and then there's one more tangent I think at the end of this that I'm going to go to. But
gotcha.
Duties as the developers.
Interesting. Yeah. They have a very anti-mod stance, which I understand, but there are ways to implement like game, like for instance,
there are ways to implement these things, but it's just which ones do they want to implement and which ones can they?
I mean, Pokemon did it when they implemented different factors to allow it to be easier to get types, to get specific EVs and IVs for those who know about Pokemon. But like, I get it. I'm completely fine with mods. As long as the mod doesn't change how you play, then it's fine. And you can't really do that anyways because it's the client-based game, it's a server-based game. You can't really.
That's the other thing I was going to say. So where these mods are available to the users who are installing them, they're unavailable to the people who don't install them because they're listening to Final Fantasy XIV. They own no mods, or they're on PlayStation. So you're giving the raiders with mods essentially
a better chance.
Unfair advantage. So I get you. The thought behind it when it comes to raiding is win at any cost, get first at any cost. That's how you win. But that's the contention between mods versus not using mods. And this is a big deal because it's clout, and this is the thing that we're talking about GTA RP, where you're in the big server with, if you get caught cheating, you're out. That's your money. If you're caught cheating, you're no longer streaming. People are no longer watching your rating videos.
What do you mean when you get caught like cheating? All you do is claim that you just like claim a lot of things on your spouse.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's the way, guys. That's the way.
In GTA RP, that's how they do it.
GTA RP.
But this and also less of a deal when there's no world's first officially sponsored. There's no money on the line type of thing. There's no real accolades. But now 14 is kind of dipping their toe into world first races, and if they're going to be doing that, they need to start either people have to start. Everybody has to start streaming their screens, which a lot of people don't want to do that, and a lot of people shouldn't have to do that. But also, you can't conceivably hold these standards to everybody in that instance. You can't say that this money is open or this cash prize is open for everybody who attends when people can have unfair advantages in a competition. If it has to be a competition, it has to be even in some way, even if that means opening up not necessarily mods, but more availability to certain mod type applications in the game, or having these mods as features. And they've done some things. I can't remember off the top of my head some things that they've done, just a lot of quality of life changes. But there's like The one thing I can think of right now is I know they're working on like text bubbles. They used to be like, I know WoW has a lot of like text bubble speeches for the characters. 14 doesn't have that. I know that's something people ask for a lot and something that they've said they were working on, but that's not something that's a gameplay that's like a quality of life improvement. Just things that aren't necessarily there that they can implement versus things they don't want to implement. It's kind of like that thing with Brawl in Super Smash Bros. 4 where they took out like wave dashing from Melee and they made people trip because Melee was the fighting game and they wanted it to be a party game. It's like, well, at what point do they want all of these activities to be accessible to everybody versus just the hardcore ratings team? So hardcore rating scene. So I mean that's just the conversations, and they're difficult because not everybody likes mods. So what do they implement? And then if they implement stuff, is it enough? Is it too little, you know?
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get back into it.
And it delights us to see so many players participate, as well as spectate with great interest. But a race should be fair, and it's our earnest wish that participants don't use third-party tools. Indeed, we've only released duties that we have proven can be beaten with the game's standard features. Unlike a lot of MMOs, Final Fantasy XIV has a very large console player base. These players have no option to mod their game, and so the players who play on PC, who can, would have an unfair advantage, which may have led to the creation of this rule. Naturally, the player base was enraged that Unnamed had unfairly achieved their world first title. Tired from their marathon gaming session, the members of Unnamed hit the hay, but not before leaving their character logged in order to show off the new raid gear they'd just acquired. The player base, in turn, did the only logical thing. They threw a boldness festival around them. On Japanese Final Fantasy XIV servers, when someone breaks the public social code of conduct,
This is really
players
funny.
do what's called Hagaruga Matsuri, or
Oh,
Boldness
God.
Festival, where hundreds of players playing naked, white-skinned, bald Rogadin flood the offender's housing plot or
Oh,
cluster around
that's
their character
hilarious.
to publicly shame them for their offense. Out of shame, some of the members of Unnamed posted apologies to Twitter, with one player saying he would delete all of his characters and quit the game. Some users referred to this as digital seppuku, a phrase which caught on and even trended on Japanese
That's
Twitter.
really
When you think Elon Musk
funny.
is annoying on American Twitter, wait till you see how annoying Japanese Elon Musk is. Game director Yoshi P would offer his thoughts on the controversy, in addition to stating that they will be enacting penalties such as temporary or a permanent account suspension if they
Oh.
confirm the use of third-party tools. He says, the Ultimate Raid series is the most difficult battle content within Final Fantasy XIV, and we release this content after testing that it can be cleared without the use of any third-party tools. However, if the presumption is that this content will be tackled and cleared with the use of third-party tools, then any reason to develop high difficulty battle content seems to be lost. It's very difficult for me to understand, as a gamer, what the meaning behind using numerous third-party tools to complete the
Yoshi
clear
P
first
is a
would be.
gamer,
If the
guys.
illicit
He is the gamer of gamers.
use of third-party tools is made clear through our investigations, I, at the very least, will not recognize that team as the true world first. Now, are you ready for the twist? The video revealing the use of third-party tools was actually uploaded a full day before Unnamed announced their victory, and was titled Zoom Hack Zetsu Omega. It was also posted to a brand new YouTube channel with a name which translates to Divine Punishment, while also naming all 8 players in the
Oh,
static
boy.
in its description. This has led some to believe that this video was released not to show proof of their kill, but from a disgruntled member who wanted to expose them for modding.
Oh, that's
Omega
funny.
Protocol
Okay,
had been
that's
cleared
funny.
legitimately a day later
That's
by
funny.
Neverland after a mere 1,032 attempts.
Okay, and this one's just kind of funny.
June 2017.
If you want,
Square Enix spat
pause it.
Stormblood. Final Fantasy
we can go on a small tangent. I have one more thing.
All right, let's go on a small tangent, chat.
Okay,
Let's
I will
follow
start
Greg
linking.
down a small tangent. Is this just like more gaming stuff?
Yeah, but it's related to rating specifically. Copy
What
this
is
email.
your
Okay.
tangent?
Go on.
Sine over cosine.
Yeah, so you could pull that one up. That's fine.
Sine over cosine. Chat, how we doing, everybody? Everybody good? What the fuck?
Okay, so this is Sphy. I don't know the name, but they are a. Let me pull up my little note here from. They're a popular 14 world
Uh-huh.
racer, somewhat popular Twitch streamer. He's apparently like a really big black mage player, and
Mhm.
supposedly his static might be sometimes accused of cheating, but a lot are because that's just world racers, like
Mhm.
how things have turned so far. So this person tweets out that they would love to see race to world first streams with diverse set of raiders. This guy, if you want to read that, you can go
Yeah,
ahead and
I
read
will.
that.
I will. I will. All right. So the tweet goes by Sifi
Sphy.
somewhat related, but in my history of Final Fantasy XIV World Racing, we had maybe 5 women apply out of hundreds of applicants. I do think it'd be cool to see more, but don't know what would need to change to make that happen. Just a small section of an already very small pool. And this was kind of going off this person named Arcane, actually Arcane, saying, one day I would love to see the race to world first teams with a diverse set of raiders, women, people of color, and members of LGBTQ QIA plus communities can and do play WoW at a high level, and I'd one day see teams, and I'm sure it goes on to say, hey, diversity, which is totally fine.
And then a bunch of people came out of the woodwork and started quoting this guy because they all had
Oh,
stories
God.
about this guy.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alrighty, let's talk about this guy. All right. The first tweet from tweeter Haru says, I used to raid in 14 and push for 1 week clears, but I found it hard to keep wanting to do that after you ended our years-long relationship to pursue the girl you had been cheating on me with. Okay. I used to raid in 14 and push 1 week clears, but found it hard to keep wanting to do that when you pursued me and used me without telling me you had a girlfriend. Oh no! Don't do that! Why would you do that? Why would you do that in a video game? That's not good. Oh boy. Here we go. Rula says, why would I want to do world racing with you when I was pursued without knowing you had a GF, and then you manipulated the situation for the girls to all turn on each other? There's a burner Twitter account that's still on Twitter about how you cheated on girls with me. Oh, we had his harem, guys. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh god, here it goes. I never tried to become a world's first raider, but even if I had, why would I want to apply to a group where there's a guy who tried to use my older brother's death as an excuse to slide in my deal? Okay. Chat, let's have a conversation real quick before we continue. Stop. Stop. Don't do this. There's more.
That's just his response. There was a bunch of other stuff. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not, but
boy.
this is just his response.
Oh, here we go, chat. Here's his crazy ass response. Chat, he goes on to say, at everyone, obviously, you've seen what's been going on. Sorry, firstly, to the people I directly hurt over the years. The cheating has been an issue I've worked on through off and on therapy, among other things, for a long time. Not going into details why I'm my brand of fucked up, because ultimately it doesn't matter. It's something that had been, is being, and will continue to be worked on. There is also shit floating around that is untrue. I'm not going to go into too much detail again, but it ultimately doesn't matter and contains some pretty fucked up shit. Yeah. Sorry to people indirectly hurt, people close to me, close to women I've been with. Sorry to people here. I know people will catch flack for being close to me. I'm genuinely a private person, and these were private issues. I'll pass the server lead to Ed and Dip. Weird that you didn't say sorry to the women you were with. And this was recent. This was last month.
That was his last tweet.
You didn't even apologize to any of the women that you were with. What the fuck? Chat, this was his last tweet. Let's see what the reception is on that tweet.
Careful. Be careful.
Okay. 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 Discord apology. Chat. Twitter, please do your thing. I recently found out that this well-known player in the FF14 community has a GFET at home and doesn't know he is using Tinder, plus a heap of other fucked up shit. If anyone could please get us in touch, he deserves to know. Wild to me you say this while you're working on yourself, and this was uploaded this year. This is one cute cat. Hi, thank you. Her name is Stooky. Your puppy is really cute. How you doing today? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we call a spicy meatball, chat. Chat. Let's have a conversation.
Those are the raider.
Chat.
That's one raider.
Never go into, like, say you're in a dark place and that's why you're cheating. That is never. Wait, what do I know about the Lolcow Mafia? I know nothing. But I will say this, chat. Never, ever, and I mean ever, make excuses for cheating because I was in a dark place. We will cover. Yeah, don't cheat at. I just got angry. Don't cheat. Just get angry. You suck at rating. Real. Chat. I gotta say this. This is one of those moments where it's like, hey, don't be cheating on your partners. That's very strange. And chat. That's the end of our stream today. Thank you guys so very, very much. We took this trip down. Oh, wait. I'll go back to Talk Watch. Nope, that's still the wrong thing. One of these days, I will click the right thing. Chat, I want to say this. Thank you to everybody being here today. This was a fun stream. Hopefully, we could do more of these. These are always a lot of fun. Thank you for everybody turning out. Greg, this was your stream, baby. How do you feel about your first baby?
This wasn't my first one because we did Stamper. So
We
thanks
did
for
do
forgetting
Stamper.
my other work. Thank you all for coming. Falgi has the brain issue. Goodbye, folks.
That's uncool,
Good night,
Greg.
y'all.
It's Cat. Q's Order Minute is currently at work, and I'm Falgi.Exe. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everybody for donating. You know, we love you guys very, very much. You guys are the best fans we've ever had. And we are out of...
What if we start a raid in your bed?
No, don't start a raid in my bed. Actually, you know what? Real quick, operators. Well, actually, you guys are the op heads. We are the
We're
operators.
not off yet.
We're not off. No, there's a reason why we're not off.
You want to raid? Okay, hook.
Yep. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Link it.
Copy link. Everybody go raid K-Huck. Tell them it's an op raid because we don't have enough subscribers to do that. Remember to like this stream and thank you once again for being here. Thank you. And we are out of here. Bye-bye.